you, but I can't right now, so baby, kiss me through the phone. Kiss me through the phone. I'll see you later on. Kiss me through the phone. Kiss me through the phone. See you when I get home.
KUBE 93.
Hey, Jill, you know them old sugar daddy. They be tricking, they tell them girls.
I said you can have whatever you like. I said you can have whatever you like. Yeah. Stacks on deck, Patron on ice. And we can pop bottles all night. Baby, you can have whatever you like. I said you can have whatever you like. Yeah. Baby, I can treat you so special, so nice. Yeah, so the jet for you tonight. And baby, you can go wherever you like. I said you can go wherever you like. Yeah. Anytime you want to, pick up the telephone. You know it ain't nothing to drop a couple stacks on you. Want it, you can get it, my dear. $5 million home drop business, I swear. Yeah, I want your body, need your body. Long as you got me, you won't need nobody. You want it, I got it, go get it, I buy it. Tell the mother broke joker, be quiet. Stacks on deck, Patron on ice. And we can pop bottles all night. Baby, you can have whatever you like. I said you can have whatever you like. Yeah, baby, I can treat you so special, so nice. Yeah, so the jet for you tonight. And baby, you can go wherever you like. I said you can go wherever you like. Yeah. Shouting you the hottest, love the way you drop it. Brain so good, I swore you went to college. 100K deposits, vacations in the tropics. Everybody know it ain't tricking if you got it. But you ain't never ever gotta go in your wallet. Long as I got rubber band banks in my pocket. 5'6", rides with rims and a body kick. You ain't gotta downgrade, you can get what I get. My chick can have what she want. And go and let it stone for any bag she want. I know you ain't never had a man like that to buy you anything your heart desire like that. Yeah, I want your body, need your body. Long as you got me, you won't need nobody. You want it, I got it, go get it, I buy it. Tell the mother broke joker, be quiet. Stacks on deck, Patron on ice. And we can pop bottles all night. Baby, you can have whatever you like. I said you can have whatever you like. Yeah, baby, I can treat you so special, so nice. Yeah, so the jet for you tonight. And baby, you can go wherever you like. I said you can go wherever you like. Yeah, I'm talking big boy rides and big boy ice. Let me put this big boy in your life. Girl, you smell so fresh and look so nice. Let me put this big boy in your life. That's right, I want your body, need your body. Long as you got me, you won't need nobody. You want it, I got it, go get it, I buy it. Tell the mother broke joker, be quiet. Stacks on deck, Patron on ice. And we can pop bottles all night. Baby, you can have whatever you like. I said you can have whatever you like. Yeah, baby, I can treat you so special, so nice. Yeah, so the jet for you tonight. And baby, you can go wherever you like. I said you can go wherever you like. Yeah.
Hey, yo, Jackson.
Yo, what up?
What's up, man?
Man, I was sleeping on. I didn't realize.
Well, I'm sorry that the music kept you from your moment on the air, but it's here now. Sorry to make you wait, Jackson.
Right on. I'm on the air, huh?
That's what we do here. Oh, it's a long laugh.
Yeah, okay. So they give you a little bit of a rundown of what my problem is?
No, I know nothing, Jackson, but I'm dying to find out. What do you got?
All right.
It's a relationship Wednesday. What?
I got with this girl a few times, right?
Yes.
But
lucky her.
I don't do the relationship thing.
Oh, no, that's...
He doesn't know how to...
That's beneath Jackson.
Yeah, he's not a committer.
I'm
he just torques them up and lays them high and dry. Yes, that's the Jackson MO.
Not like that. I'm a channel flipper, but
Yes.
I'm straight up. I'm honest. I'm clear. I put my intentions out there, but
You let them know you got female ADD and you're going to move on from one to the next.
Well, at least he's honest about it.
Right after you're done having amazing Jackson sex with them, and that's good enough for most ladies, I'm sure. Right, Jackson?
well, it's good enough for me. That's good. That's all that counts, I think, at times.
I mean, if I'm a woman, I have to realize I either get nothing from Jackson or I get sex and he moves on. And how
Yes.
could I deny myself the unbelievable pleasure of having sex with Jackson
Can't
before
turn
he
down.
starts ignoring me? I got to have the
know.
sex with him. I have a one-shot chance at this. Yes.
Hey, don't mock me now. I'm a pleaser.
You're a pleaser.
Oh, shoo.
And what techniques do you incorporate that ensure that you're pleasing these women that you're with, Jackson?
It varies, bro. You just got to read the girl.
He reads the
Every
girl.
woman's
He
different.
reads and
Hey,
reacts.
You're getting some tips from
Like
Jackson.
a good outside linebacker, he
You know
evaluates the
that
situation and
everyone's different.
attacks. Yes. All right. So when you're in a typical standard sexual situation, all right, it's nothing out of the ordinary. What do you do? You said you're a pleaser. What do you do to ensure that you've pleased the woman?
Well, you're going to have to do a whole, recon. You had to run down the whole body, find the erogenous zones on that
Recon.
particular female. What's going to stimulate her?
All right. Well, you've done that. What's going to stimulate her, Jackson? That's what I'm asking you.
But
What?
that's
I know you want to give me the each girl is different routine, but give me the more average girl out there. When you do the whole read and react little research and you've determined what is going to work for her, what typically do you then do to make sure she's satisfied? Because you're a pleaser. You said so, not me.
Give us some common areas.
You know what? I actually will tell you, I have run through a baseball game in my head before.
Yeah. And,
When you're in trouble, bro, you
Yeah.
got to start going through the lineup.
okay. You're going through the lineup, and what big sluggers are you pulling out? You're not answering the question, Jackson.
Probably Albert Pujols.
This is still your line and not ours, and I'm waiting for a response. What do you do to make sure that you don't lose the reputation of being a pleaser?
Again,
Nothing.
I don't. I can't tell you unless you give me a girl to go with.
Yeah, he can only do it live.
And
with
I
a girl.
do. Really,
Lori!
I have no quarries with going down south, and that's probably the best indication.
You have no
can get.
quarries?
No.
Quarries, yes.
Quarries.
No
Nothing
qualms?
Like.
Or clams. You have no qualms in going down below the equator. You'll dive right on in and spend the weekend if need be to make sure that your reputation of being Jackson the pleaser is intact.
Reputation's not important, bro. But it's always a good.
I love it when you call me bro, by the way.
No, you don't like that? You want another-
No, I love it.
another name?
I just said I love it. And reputation, I assumed, was important since you're the one who threw out on the table that you're the pleaser.
You are Jackson.
I thought I like to please. That doesn't mean I always get
No,
it.
your words were, I'm a pleaser.
Yeah, that's what he
Oh,
said.
I did say that, didn't I?
Yes.
Ooh, you can even put the playback button on.
But now you're saying reputations are not important. So why would you go out of your way to tell us you're a pleaser if reputations are not important?
They are nice to have.
But they weren't important a second ago. Now they're nice to have.
All right.
Nice to have, but unimportant. Is that what we're gonna go? We're gonna settle on that?
They are important. They're not.
Oh, now they're important.
That's what we will go with.
Jackson, is this like you verbally going down on me on this radio program?
Wow, are you getting
You don't do it
pleased?
for me.
I am.
Are you?
I am all just.
Do not do it for me. No offense.
Dudes don't do it for you. Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, hey, bro, no.
Jackson,
But that's,
I'll let you off the hook. What? You now wearing butts. What did you originally call for, Jackson? What's on your mind?
Well, I got with this girl, and I
In your
gave
little
her a
slick,
disclaimer.
pleasing way, yes.
Old disclaimer, and she
Yeah.
got sprung.
Before we get too deep into this,
Got sprung.
she got sprung. Yeah, of course. How could she have
They
anything?
never believe you. They always think you're going to change, or that you're not saying what you mean. But anyway, point being is,
Jackson, let me just ask you this before we get too deep in this conversation. Did you ever wonder if maybe you think you're more slick than you really are?
does it matter? I mean, because if I do think
Kinda.
I'm more slick, then
Than you are? Because you
In a
are
way,
what
yeah.
you think you are?
Yeah, in his world, he is.
Yeah, he's convinced himself very
That's
well.
his reality.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, let me ask more point blank. Jackson, do you ever wonder if you're like completely full of crap? You ever wonder about that or no?
All the time. As far as
But then you talk yourself into you're not, and you're really slick, and you're the man, and that's all that you ever needed as far as the fuel to go out there and be the pleaser and get women sprung on you like you commonly have been able to do. Is that right, Jackson?
my defense is that I'm complaining about her being sprung.
You didn't want her to get this sprung.
And
It's working against you that women get so sprung on Jackson.
that's because he's the pleaser, though.
Maybe it's your name. Maybe that's where it all starts from, the name Jackson.
It's kind of a cool guy name, isn't it?
That is
Yeah.
definitely a cool guy, yet with a little
Like
hint
Sammy,
of
not
toughness. Yeah, well, don't work with us too hard on this.
Jackson.
Is that your first name, or is that just what you go by, or what?
I go by last name. I'm always.
Your last name
Oh,
is Jackson, and that's what you go by.
First name's Hubert. Not as cool.
Your first name is Ishkabibble? What's your first name?
That I don't reveal, but
You don't reveal that.
Because he doesn't want all the work.
I don't
let's-
tell them either.
All right, let's get back to this girl who's really sprung on you. That's just
Yeah.
like an albatross around your neck now.
I
What?
decided to cut it off.
What do you have to cut it off?
I decided to cut it off.
You decided to cut it off, and she
In
just.
our last freak session or copulation or whatever you want to call it, kind of broke.
She just cried a bucket of tears, I'm sure.
No, the condom broke.
Oh, the condom broke.
Yeah.
So now there's a possibility she could be pregnant?
So now not only do we have a reference to Jackson being as slick as he needs to be and having girls be sprung on him in an immediate fashion and being a pleaser, we have a guy who's so large now. I hope you're
Really
picking up.
trying to berate me. It is so awesome.
No, I'm not. I'm just picking up on all these little references that you're dropping along the way that we're supposed to have the picture painted of what an amazing guy you are, Jackson. Now you are too big for the average condom. It broke on you.
I know what you mean, dude.
Well, maybe he was just doing it so well that he was, just...
I mean, you're doing it well if it breaks?
Not about size. It's just the condom was so amazed by the skill of this man
Well, I
that it
don't
just
know.
shattered.
I mean, maybe so. Maybe he
Yeah.
just...
Okay. So you're worried about this girl that sprung on you being impregnated by you now, Jackson?
Well, she went crazy, yo. I mean, she
I
said,
love it when you call me yo, by the way. Yeah. Mhm.
but
Better than bro?
she's just been lying like nobody's business. I'm trying not to cuss, because like she found out that like me and a friend of both of us had a previous relationship kind of thing going on,
Oh yeah, those kind of things. Yeah. Mhm.
or relations, and flipped out, and now it's just saying ridiculous things, making nonsensical phone calls, and talking about. She told me she had herpes, and that she had an outbreak at the time, and I know for a fact she didn't because I was down there.
I was down there.
Jackson, is there a question that you're going to ask us, or is there any advice we could offer you? Any assistance we can help you with here, or
Yeah, I'm just thinking. I mean,
are we just having a Jackson moment?
no. I'm really thinking when lies start to come in like crazy, like a flood. I mean, how much truth is there in anything on that? I mean,
Well, you should be used to the floods going down as much as you do, but
I mean, the herpes thing's a consideration, and of course the pregnancy thing. But
I don't know what his question is still.
Yeah,
I mean, what is
I'm a
your
little
opinion? Do you
lost.
really think these are lies? I mean, do you think they're just to
think-
mess with me, or
you know what I think, Jackson?
what?
I think it just like hearing yourself talk.
Wow.
Because I don't think she's really hit you with "I'm pregnant." You didn't say that. I don't think she's really hit you with the thought that she did tell you that she has herpes.
Yeah.
Well, this is very convenient information for her to give to you after you spent a weekend down there in her lower extremity area, right?
I don't believe it though, and some of the other stuff isn't matching up. So I don't know. I mean,
Well, I don't know how many girls go around telling guys they have herpes.
that's my thing. It's like, why would someone lie about that? Kind of looking at a fresh perspective for that one.
No.
Well, you may want to go get checked out. I mean, there's
Oh, I do that every like 2 months.
right because you're such
He's such a
mad
he's
about
Jackson.
No. I have blood tests for medications. So.
right. You go and get these every 2 month blood tests because you're so out there in the most wild sexual ways that if you go a third month without checking yourself, who knows what cocktail of diseases you could come up with being such the
I'm like a dirty sailor, yes.
You a good-looking guy, Jackson? I mean, all we need is to hear that you're a great-looking guy to go along with the rest of the package that we're all hearing about here, and women are just going to pass out listening to their radios this morning, Jackson.
I don't want to overload you. You know, I don't want to get you too excited. You know?
Oh, jeez.
And you can tell the level of excitement I'm at right now already, yeah.
Generic-looking white guy in the world.
You're the best-looking, generic-looking white guy in the world?
I said I'm the most generic-looking white guy. There was no best. That was an addition on your part.
Oh, maybe it was just wishful thinking. So you don't look any different than the average white guy?
I don't think so.
So you're not really that attractive. You don't stand out in a crowd. You don't blow anyone away with good looks. You are very mediocre.
Looks-wise, yeah.
But you don't need to look good because you got the mouthpiece, Jackson.
He's a pleaser.
Sometimes I don't. You know, it depends on the mood. But any guy knows that the fact of the matter is, like...
You mean your rap sometimes lets you down? Sometimes you talk to women and it doesn't work out? Really?
Of course, man.
Really, Jackson?
Way.
Couldn't have imagined that, Jackson. Some women actually have a conversation with you and aren't basically spread eagle 5 minutes later? Here again. They're not
You're going to need some personal time.
They're not taking their clothes off 3 minutes into the conversation with you, Jackson, on a regular basis? Is that what you're telling me? I'm shocked. Jackson, if you ever figure out what your question was, you let us know.
Q93. Coming up in the next 10 minutes.
Day and night. The lonely stoner seems to free his mind at night. He's all alone, some things.
And 31 is money. I think y'all should give him his money. Baby, I got your money. That's how I like you, girl. Baby, I got your
Yo, played in the club like this all night. Put your let me hold it tight. You're looking at my wrist saying, this so nice. The price, the diamond shining disco line. Well, you better help me solve my problem. I'ma get this money and rob them. Lucky dog when I won the lotto. Ran up on my car, I'm carrying Rollo. But hold on, you can call me dirty and then lift up your skirt. And you want some of this dirty. God made dirt and dirt bust it. Stop annoying me, yeah, play my music loud. And take the no dirty to move the crowd. Just say he had it in his mouth. Eddie Murphy taught me that back of the house. But give him the money.
Baby, I got your money. Don't you worry. I said, hey, baby, I got your money. Hey, baby, I got your money. Don't you worry. I said, hey, baby, I got your money.
Text messages rolling all morning long. At 97373, don't you know? That's 97373. I haven't really addressed any of these this morning yet. At 8:59 and 45 seconds due, somebody writes, T-Man, Dirty Little Leslie wants to get with Dirty Little Jackson since you can't get it done, T-Man. Well, you know, I don't think I need to be taunted like words and phrases suggesting I can't get it done.
Well.
All right, just because I've turned you down, Dirty Little Leslie, doesn't mean I can't get it done. Don't you taunt me. Don't you challenge me, because I'll come over whatever freaking dirt hole you live in later today, and I'll stick it right in the thing.
Yeah,
You can't get it done.
No, but
You can't get it
Jackson
done.
can, T-Man. You can.
Bust your ass. I don't like to be taunted like that. I can't get it done.
It's working.
All right? Oh, it's
Leslie.
working. I'll be there by 10:05.
You want to see me get it done?
Mm-hmm. Throw you up against a freaking wall.
Wow.
That is one of your specialties, isn't it?
That's right. I love it. Yeah. Mhm.
You and Jimmy.
Let's see what else we got here. Let's move on, shall we?
Sorry.
Jackson sounds like a tool. Tell him his vag is bleeding.
Wow,
oh,
that's
nice. It's at 8:53 and 52 seconds. Dude. At 8:52 and 53 seconds, somebody writes, Jackson sounds like he's batting for the other team, if you know what I mean, T-Man. I think I know what you mean. Yes, thanks.
You able to pick up on that, were you?
Mm-hmm. If you know what I mean.
No, what?
Hey, real player. Jackson sounds like the Craigslist killer.
What?
That's at 8:49, 3
Oh,
seconds.
wow.
Jackson sounds like the Craigslist killer.
I didn't get that.
If you know what I mean, T-Man.
I don't. Craigslist killer.
Oh, by the way, we put up a video that needs to be seen.
Okay.
If you thought it was not that big a deal of the flyover that we discussed the other day in New York City, the little Air Force One photo op that they decided to go with, and the low-flying plane through Manhattan, you thought people, they weren't really that scared. They're just making a big deal about it. They were crying for no reason. If you want to see the real fear that the people in Manhattan had as that plane was flying low over the skyline,
Yes.
we put a video up of somebody who recorded the genuine fear and panic of people running for their lives. That's up on the tmanshow.com. Okay. Just in case you weren't convinced that their hearts were beating really fast and they were in the desperate, run for your life type mode that they claimed that they were in. That's up on the tmanshow.com.
Gotcha.
I mean, you see the same kind of plane flying over the Hudson like they saw on, it was 8 years ago, but still. People, I'm surprised no one jumped out of a building. I'm taking my life before they get me this time.
No kidding.
Lucky somebody didn't jump out of a building when they saw that plane. Some guy claims that the plane looked like it was coming right for his office.
I think it's huge, man. I bet it did.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed like everyone was running the same direction as the plane. Wouldn't you want to run
Away?
the other direction?
Right.
Well, I think in this video that we put up on the tmanshow.com, if they ran in the other direction, they'd be running into the water. So
Oh, you can't run on water?
it's hard to run on water unless you're Jesus. So
Right.
Oh, the guy Madonna was dating?
Yes.
Yeah, he can. Sure. He's so handsome.
Oh, he is.
All right, Terry, in the meantime, while I find some other good text messages, what other good stories have you been working on this morning, please?
Got an update for you on Hulk Hogan and his little divorce saga, which continues. Apparently, Linda Hogan is using that whole little diatribe that he went on about how he can relate to OJ. And
When Hulk Hogan said, I could understand what OJ was thinking now when he slashed his ex-wife's neck.
Right.
You mean that's working against him that he said that out loud?
It pretty much is. Like,
Right.
he didn't figure that one out.
And Linda Hogan has taken that line and used it in the
running with it.
courtroom against him?
She is. Her attorney filed papers demanding an additional $8,200 in support from him because she feels she's in, quote, imminent danger of becoming a victim.
Man, imagine being so fed up with your wife, now soon-to-be ex-wife, that you just can't help but relate to the feelings OJ had before he drove over and slashed the neck of Nicole Brown Simpson and actually then saying it out loud. Well, now I know what he was feeling.
Yeah, I get it now.
I'll tell you, Mean Gene.
She's also looking...
Gene should be the court reporter for sure. I mean, come on. How is he not? Is he alive?
The fact that Court TV or whatever the channel is called now has not hired Mean Gene Okerlund
Yeah, mistake.
as their outside of the courtroom reporter is astonishing.
Is he alive?
Mean Gene, yeah, he doesn't look the same. He's got a little belly on him, and it's sad to see what he's kind of turned
Really?
into in his elderly little state, but still, he's still got the same kind of, same voice.
Yeah.
And
We're here live.
Friday night, December 20th, Madison Square Garden, don't you dare miss it.
Well, let me tell you something, Mean Gene. That'd be great.
Anyway, she's also looking for $24,000 for, quote, advanced rent and security deposits so she can get a
But
place.
that's how your life morphs. That's how your life evolves. You go from finding the woman of your dreams, marrying her, loving her hopefully to death at some point, and then having it fall apart and relating to what OJ felt like when he took a knife out and slashed the neck
Gosh.
of Nicole Brown Simpson.
That's a pretty liberal scale of feelings.
Yeah,
I mean, you go from you're all over the place on that scale, aren't you?
Yep. But
Woman of my dreams. I can see how I could kill you.
I'm sure
Makes sense now.
I'm sure Hulk Hogan is not the only one who thought that he understands what was going on in OJ's mind. Now, most guys don't say it out loud and have it work against them in courtrooms, but a lot of guys out there can see OJ's point of view.
And not that I want to condone what Hulk said, but when you see another man driving your car,
that's
sleeping in your bed, and
right.
banging your wife,
And
I can
she-
see
and-
why you would lose control.
And then you realize that man is 19 years
Right.
old.
Also bad.
Right.
And you are 50.
And less handsome than you, and has no money, and
is
you're loaded.
And is
Right.
behind the wheel of the Escalade that you bought with your
yeah.
hard-earned, I beat the Iron Sheik money.
Right.
Right.
And you can't go to your house.
Right.
The court documents stipulate that you're not allowed to be within 50 yards of your house that you purchased with your hard-earned, I fought King Kong Bundy money.
I beat Andre, brother. What did you do? Oh, yeah, Bundy. I remember when Bundy, when Paul Orndorff and Bundy attacked Hogan. Oh,
it was a scary day. It was a scary day in all wrestling fans' lives.
Yes.
But Hulk Hogan got through it and got a nice paycheck for it, and now it's in the hands of a 19-year-old who's banging Hulk Hogan's wife.
Yeah, and she flaunts it like crazy.
And
out
now
there.
you can maybe just, even not being Hulk Hogan, you can understand why he would want to maybe take a knife to the throat. But you don't do that. The little man inside you says that's not a good move.
And the little man inside you also tells you not to, like, verbalize it so everybody can hear you.
OJ's little man was on hiatus at that time. Of course, OJ was found not guilty in the criminal courts. But the killer is yet to surface, so most people are of the assumption that OJ just got away with murder. Okay, what else is going on, Terry?
I have a story about a gentleman who was arrested for stealing a safe after police did a DNA test on the chewing tobacco spit he left at the crime scene. Not very smart.
I got a text message, by the way, that I'm just noticing here from Vinnie the Pooh, Terry.
Okay.
And all it says is, I'm sorry to interrupt your story, but this is important. This is breaking news. From Vinnie the Pooh, and it reads as follows. I ain't doing it. I don't know what he means. Have we verified this is his number? I have to check my cell phone to find out if this is his number. It is his number? Pace, give me the thumbs up. This is definitely from a V, a T, a P. And all he writes is, I ain't doing it.
Come on.
Now, the first thought that comes to my mind is the Marines. But how does he get out of what he signed off on the dotted line for? I mean, is there any other thing that comes to your mind when you see a text message from Vinnie the Pooh that reads, I'll give you the exact spelling of in case you're needing to know. It's A-triple-H.
Hunter.
And it ain't Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Wow.
It's A-H-H-H.
You're playing into the H's now?
Dash. Maybe you want to read it to the H's. I ain't doing it.
Harry has herpes. What does that mean? No, he's going to the Marines. Is it like an inside thing?
I don't know. I can't think of anything inside that he would be writing me, I ain't doing it.
Did we mention it this morning?
Did we what?
No,
Did we mention
You got
him,
it now?
Yeah,
Wait,
I got it.
he text you?
No, but I got it.
What is it?
It's something he loves that you say. I ain't doing it.
Oh.
That's got to be it, right?
I ain't done it.
Yeah, that.
Oh, yes.
But I don't say, I ain't done it.
Okay, well, I'm guessing
maybe
that's
a
it.
short
He's going to the
little,
Marines.
Why doesn't he call in if he's going to text us?
No, he's up. Why does he come in if he's up?
He got me nervous for a second there. I thought he was going AWOL. I thought he was going to run for, like, Canada or something like that.
I think Pacey thought that, too, because he handed the text so quickly. He's out, dude, he's out.
Yeah, maybe so.
Pacey's highlighting this one text from Vinny, like, I got to be worried here. And all he's doing is doing an imitation of me, you know, around the office at the end of the show when certain people around the station ask me to take part in it. I go, I ain't done it.
Right.
Vinny loves saying that.
He does.
That's probably it.
Vinny loves doing that impersonation of me, and that's one of the better impersonations of me that I've ever heard. Amongst many terrible impersonations of the T-Man people that have attempted to try. Oh, now he's on the hotline.
Oh, geez.
Now we got him to call in. Vinny, is this you?
I ain't doing it.
That's what he was trying.
I ain't done it.
I forgot how high his voice is.
That's all it was. I'm still going to the Marines.
Yeah, you got me nervous there for a second. You had me on a full red scale alert.
You know.
Be careful of what you write, man, because you're not here in the studio. I can't read into the inflections.
Yeah.
I thought all those H's would definitely.
Yeah, but the A, I don't overdo H's when I. Oh, jeez.
I haven't seen her.
Not anymore.
I'd love to.
Have him. How do you think he does it again?
When someone around here like asks me to show up at a happy hour, I ain't doing it. I don't.
No.
How do I do it?
I ain't doing it. There's something more before the
No, I think you're reading. I think you're imagining that.
I ain't doing it.
Like, I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. Maybe there was a little hitch.
Maybe maybe.
I ain't doing it.
Yeah, however you spell that.
Okay, what it comes down to,
However
Vinny,
you spell it.
what it comes down to is you miss us, and you needed to be a part of the program this morning, and
Kind of good.
that's what's happening, and that makes me feel like the cockles of my heart are warming right now as we speak.
All right, well,
I'm glad I could warm your cockles.
And geez.
Whoa!
All right, save it for our private conversations. And I think what you're also trying to say is you desperately miss Terry, and you're even having some gay phone operator withdrawal.
Well, T-Man, you are horribly wrong. I had the moment with you, and
now, why would you do a tequila shot? Why are you so against tequila? Why did I only have to?
I mean, because I know my alcohol. You know, like I drink Jack. That's the only thing I drink. And if I wanted to be straight for the night, I don't drink anything that
we
I
had
know
a little
I can't drink.
pseudo Vinnie the Pooh party within the party, goodbye, farewell moment on Saturday night, and
yeah, you got hammered, yo.
And Jay, I was doing some shots, and
No,
we were all doing some shots,
hammered's
and
the
Vinnie
word.
refused to do tequila. I didn't get hammered because
Hammered. At one point, someone handed you a shot that you already had one in your hand. You were sweating. You were
I don't
looking at
sweat.
Me, you were looking at me funny, and like you were hammered.
Well, I was looking at you funny, but you didn't pick up on why. But anyway,
Meet me in the bathroom.
I was fine, and I remember all of the entire night. So anyway,
You remembered the number.
that's right. My wife gave me a special number to remember because she was convinced that I would have memory loss, and she gave me a random number of 27, and she said she would ask me the next morning when I woke up what that number was, and as soon as she asked me what the number was, I said 27.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, do it.
I ain't doing it. See?
All right, Vinny, you're very missed around here, and you had me scared for a second, and because there's no way out. You can't be of the mindset of I ain't doing it when it comes to the Marines. You know that.
I am aware, yes.
You're doing it. Have you packed the canteen yet? Are you? Where are we on the list of things to do?
Well, actually, I don't pack anything to boot camp. I just gotta go with what I'm wearing.
Really? They don't ask you to bring anything? You don't have to bring sheets or anything?
No, they give it all to you.
We actually pay for that.
You don't have to bring
Taxpayer money.
You don't have to bring a toothbrush?
Nope, they give you all of it.
You get a certified Marines toothbrush?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Can't you wait to shoot a gun? I went to the firing range yesterday, and that was kind of fun.
Wow, that's
so-
a little scary. I don't know.
Well, it's kind of a...
Terry free at the firing range.
I can't see over the counter. Hit a bullseye, by the way.
Okay, I'm sure.
You hit a bullseye?
Yeah.
Wow. You are such...
You know the bullseye's in the middle of the target, right?
Yes, I do.
Oh, wow. He's back and better than ever.
I do.
What does that make you think? The Terry's off on her private hours, firing off rounds at the gun range.
I definitely don't want to be in the same range as Terry, I'll tell you that.
Mm-hmm. Are you certified to bear arms now, Terry?
No, I'm not certified to bear arms, but I can go.
You're
to
not a licensed weapon carrier?
No.
Show us your arms.
Yeah. No, but
Are you
can
getting
go-
there? Are you trying to work towards that?
Well, it'd be, I think it's good to have.
Are you going to feel empowered when you walk around with your piece?
I got to tell you, though, when you do fire the gun, there is something about it.
Oh.
You feel pretty empowered.
Where'd you get a hold of this bazooka? Wow. Vinny, it's nice talking to you. I'm sure we'll communicate a few more times before you leave, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Hey, done it!
I ain't doing it.
All right.
Bye-bye.
All right, take care, Vinny. There he goes.
Wow.
Ring the Pooh checking in. That's right.
Not a great impersonation, by the way. You said it was one of the better ones. After I heard it again,
I said it's one of the better ones, but I made sure to make clear that no one has ever really mastered a T-Man impersonation that's worth anything.
I think that's true.
Everyone has tried, and everyone not only comes up short,
fails
but
miserably.
so ridiculously short and fails miserably that Terry ought to take her newfound peace and just put them out of their misery.
You have a unique tone, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Hard to duplicate.
You think somebody would be able to get it down?
Yes, there's someone.
But they ain't doing it. Wow, Terry's off like with their goggles on, going, Really?
Or he's shooting.
Who are you trying to
Clinton.
impress, Terry? What are you trying to prove? You got something to prove?
Well, never know.
You got something to prove to yourself, to somebody else? What are we doing
No,
here?
it's just something fun to do. Hey, let's go do this. Okay, I'll
You're
go.
a kickboxer now. You're a gun toter. What are we talking about here?
The end of the world's coming. You got to fend for yourself in this lifetime.
I want to be
Is
legend.
Is there anyone after you? What's the story here?
No.
You just like the feeling of
it was-
firing off
yeah.
a gun. What movie is that from? That's from American Beauty.
Is it?
There's something empowering. There's something powerful about firing a gun. Remember the king, the dude? Who, He says that in that movie.
Oh.
And he takes her to the gun range, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever gone?
Terry, I can't answer that question.
Okay.
Hey, Dad!
Come on, answer the question.
I can't answer that question. That's private.
Why is it private?
Maybe I am a licensed. I'm not getting into this.
Come on.
I never tell people what degree black belt I am. It's private information. And I never tell people as to my gun license status.
All right. Gotcha.
I never tell people just how much.
It's nothing.
I never tell people just how much I eat at Subway by myself after the show.
That's
Some
private
things-
information.
Yeah, you keep that, especially my wife.
He's a third degree, 12-inch sub sandwich eater.
I like to make it right around 30 inches a day. I finished it off with the seafood special.
Katie, what do you want to tell Terry?
I think it's awesome that she's into guns. That's really cool because I actually just started getting into guns with my husband, so that's good. Don't make fun of her because that's cool that chicks are into that.
Chicks into guns is cool and shouldn't be something anyone even has a fun moment over conversating about.
I'm just saying, don't be mean to her about it because
Well, I just think the
don't
fact
think
that,
I'm mean.
that I know how to shoot one.
Why would I
just
be
in
mean
case.
to a girl who's off firing guns all afternoon?
Do you guys do you like go to the range all the time? Is that
We've gone
or
a couple times. We've gone a couple times, and it's been a while since we've gone. So he asked if you want to go do this, and I said, yeah, because let's go.
But you're not working towards anything, are you? Are you looking to be a
Well,
licensed
yeah,
firearm carrier or what?
Yeah, well, and it's also good to know how to use the guns.
if you're home alone.
If you're home
Are
alone.
you? Do you have to go a certain number of times to the range? Maybe I know the answer to this. Maybe I don't. Before you could become a licensed firearm carrier, yes or no? Do you have to put in a certain amount of
it
time?
has anything to do with the range.
No,
you
it
just
has
have to
nothing
apply.
to do.
Yeah.
You just go.
But don't you have to prove?
Nope. That's a great country. You don't have to prove to be a parent. You can have a kid. You don't need a license for that.
You can go and purchase a gun
You
and
don't have to know
have
how
it.
to. You don't know how to drive a boat.
Right,
Here's a license.
Right. Wait your little 3 days to let the license go through, and they say, there you go. What kind of ammo you need?
And then fire at will. Okay, where's Will?
Yeah, well, they assume after 3 days you've cooled off with the person you're going to kill.
Right.
Okay.
That's the thinking behind it.
Katie?
Right.
But a rifle you can buy right away.
Yes.
Is that all you wanted to say? Just wanted to encourage Terry to start firing her piece whenever she feels the need, or what?
What do you
Guns are
usually
good.
shoot? What have you shot?
What are you packing, Katie?
We have 2 Glock 40s. And
That's what I shot yesterday, and I shot a 9mm.
Those are really nice. And then we had a 12-gauge Mossberg, but my husband sold that. And then we're getting the AR on Friday.
Oh yeah, I tried a revolver, which I didn't like that, but whatever.
They're just, I don't like those.
I don't
They're just
either.
Like old mannish
Yeah,
Western
yeah. I was like, ew.
But it does the job.
It does, but it is kind of weird.
Well, if you're ever at a tumbleweed tavern and you get in a verbal confrontation, you might wish you took the revolver situation a little more seriously.
Right.
All right, on the 10th pace, we turn around.
They are lame, though.
Yeah, but I'll take the
Automatic
9mm.
How
or
old
the
are you,
40.
Katie?
I'm 22.
You're 22?
Yeah.
You got a boyfriend?
I have a husband.
She has a husband.
You have a husband?
Yeah.
Why you got a husband at 22?
I've been with him for like 7 years, so
Because
I
he
don't know.
teaches her how to shoot a gun.
No wonder you need to carry a gun. Guy's been married to you, been with him 7 years. He's coming home all drunk, obviously, just to make the world go a little faster. And
No, I live in Lakewood. That's why I need a gun.
Okay.
all right, well, that could have been. That was the other reason I was thinking.
I like to go outside and set up like old TVs and stuff. I don't like to do it at the range. That's kind of boring.
Well, you know, you could do the outdoor range.
Just fire it in trees in the
yeah, I
backyard.
like to set up like TVs and bottles and,
Well,
stuff. Ex-girlfriends gave me.
That's how they caught the sniper. Remember, all of a sudden we were hearing all about the sniper in D.C., and then before you knew it, they had a breaking news that they were digging into trees in the backyard in Tacoma and finding shells that originally came from his target practice with the young dude he was hanging out with, doing all that sniping with.
I was thinking, they know it's Washington, D.C., right? Not Washington State.
Why are they digging in the backyard in Tacoma?
Right.
Because everything that's a big newsworthy event has some tie to Washington State.
Right,
Just
'cause
can't
he was
keep our
in the
hands out of
military
Can't
here.
keep our hands out of anything. We love being involved in every
Yep.
crime.
Whether it's,
Now look at all these broads you're encouraging, Terry.
No.
Callie, you're on the air.
Why? It's not a bad thing.
What's up?
Hey, we have 2 AR-15s.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, and they're very nice guns.
Yes.
A lot of
People love
kickback.
guns, man.
They're easy to shoot.
Are they?
You should try it.
Okay, I'll ask
Well,
about
listen to
that.
Terry. She seems so well versed in her little gun talk.
No,
here
I
on
just know.
the program. Yes. And all the females that are now just coming to the phone lines to have a little moment with you, Terry. Isn't this cute and cozy?
It is cute and
Yes.
cozy. Well, you and Hotshot having a cozy moment about the Real Housewives of New York
Yeah,
City.
that's what the show's come to.
I mean, God. Can I just have some gun talk with the ladies? What?
Terry having gun talk with the ladies, and me and Hotshot earlier in the program were comparing the Real Housewives of New York conversations.
Did you see her bag? Oh my God, so tacky.
So what did it for you more this morning, ladies and gentlemen? Hotshot and I discussing who was hotter between Bethany and Kelly?
No discussion.
Or Terry talking about her Glocks and her revolvers?
Yeah.
And her 9 millis.
Really got something to prove, I think. I don't know what it is, though. You're right.
That's what I was asking. I was asking, is it a power surge need that she has? Is it
Taking out some aggression, maybe? I don't know. Maybe that was it.
Are you protecting yourself from a particular someone?
No, I just was getting... You know,
if John like Igor's his walk up your front stoop, are you gonna scare him away with your pace?
Now it's making a little sense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Igor.
John, are you scared?
Dan. Hello.
Yes.
How you doing, Simon?
I asked you if you were scared about Terry and her gun talk.
Well, the way she can walk next to me, I'd be scared having that bitch with a fucking Glock.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
All right.
John.
Yeah, can't air that. That's for sure.
But he's kind of right.
Maria wants to make sure you know about Monday Ladies Night at the gun range, Terry.
Wait, that's not true.
Maria?
Stop it.
Is Monday Ladies Night at the gun range?
Yes, sir.
Really?
Where's that at?
Which one?
It's that bullseye, the one where the sniper bought his rifle.
Oh, out in Tacoma.
Yep.
And all the guys hanging outside the joint?
The plan. You know what? It's interesting because I'm a girly girl, and I'm usually at the gun range in heels shooting off a Desert Eagle. So, yeah.
Wow.
It's interesting to go on ladies' night.
I bet.
Well, I got a bald eagle for you to take a little shot at here.
I'll take an Appletini and a 357 Magnum.
Wow, Dumpy's in the room.
And bullets for all my friends.
That's right. Round on me.
Hey, when you call in for the T-Man stimulus package, come at us with some excitement.
Oh, my God. I can't believe I'm on the air.
That's what I want to hear.
I am in the heart of Ballard right now.
Oh, the heart of Ballard, not the outskirts of Ballard.
Oh, whatever, T-Man.
You should probably not talk back.
You either accept it or we're going to move on to someone else.
I think she was flirting with you, kind
I have
of.
something to say.
Calling from the spleen of Tacoma.
The spleen of Tacoma. That means that you're a qualifier for the morning, baby.
And that's how you get T-Man stimulus package. The next time to win, 10-10 with Shelly Hart.
KUBE 93.
Jared, the Galleria of Jewelry, wants to remind you that there's nothing like a Rolex.
That's Jared.
Celebrate this Mother's Day by giving someone you love an elegant Rolex timepiece from Jared. At Jared, the Galleria of Jewelry, you'll see the most outstanding selection of popular Rolex styles. From the Lady Datejust to the stunning Lady Pearlmaster, the rugged Submariner to the men's President, Jared is the place to shop for a Rolex timepiece. Inside every Rolex timepiece is a precisely crafted symphony of more than 220 parts that compose a Rolex movement. Each is tested, inspected, and cleaned until it sparkles like jewelry. Give the gift of lasting quality and beauty that will be treasured for years to come. Jared, the Galleria of Jewelry. We're proud to be your official Rolex jeweler.
It can only be Jared.
Jared in Tukwila on South Center Parkway, in Tacoma on South 38th Street, and in Linwood at Alderwood Mall Parkway and 196 across from Circuit City.
Hey, Annie. Don't you love Thursday nights? I do now that Tasty Thursday season is here.
Incoming!
Oh, wow. Thanks.
Chivalry is a lot.
Wow, it's stupid.
I can't get out of it. No, you know.
That's wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Just the one where you take me out?
Well, no, not that charity lunch. This is actually a reputable, good cause charity, but making me have to get dressed up just pisses me off.
Especially this early.
Geez.
You know, I'm not comfortable unless I'm in my William Rass and my little T-shirts and stuff.
Right.
You have a nice William Rass in those.
Mm-hmm. So, just try to get past it. You know, don't stare.
It's a bit tough because, you know, you are so.
Right.
Whew.
Try not to stare, and everything will be all right. We'll work it out. All these charities, with their freaking hands out. Just won't stop bugging you, and I get sucked in every time. But
that is good that you are able to get sucked in.
It'll seem like a free lunch now because me and my wife paid for it about 3 months ago.
Right.
Through the nose, of course, for a
freaking charity. Good cause.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
As always.
As always, yes. They always are decent causes, and
yep.
I guess I'll be attending. So,
but it's not arthritis.
He really has an issue with
well, no, he just is reciting and regurgitating an issue from the Real Housewives of New York, which he is the leader, the president of the fan club of that show. And they had a big squabble, a big at each other's throats fight over whether the arthritis
foundation
is a worthy cause.
So they were all on board. I'm the only one that thinks it's not a worthy cause.
That's
they were all on board? Wasn't someone else kind of in disagreement?
No, Kelly just said she didn't want her name on the invitation because I don't really do that.
I don't really do that.
Yeah,
I do lines, but I don't do charity lunches or dinners.
I don't lend my name to stuff.
All right. And she wouldn't go, right?
I don't know. The party's next week.
That's right, yeah.
Next Tuesday is the episode where the charity function happens.
We'll have to stay tuned for that. You okay there, Tari? You all right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Really
All
good.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doing well.
All right. Well, you must look better. I mean, feel better than you look. But anyway, no, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Vinnie was here. Been great. But
Vinnie would have loved it.
You just look like you need... I don't know.
A little rest? Is that what you're going to say?
It's not a nice thing to say, is it?
I need a little rest.
But then I can relate because I could use a little rest, too. I was, not saying it as a...
Wow. All right.
That's all right.
So it looked like crap this morning? That's the new style.
No, I didn't say that.
Always look as good as you.
Oh, I didn't say that. I don't look good anyway. I was just joking. So, all right. No, everything's
the hair.
fine. No, the hair's... Yeah.
I got tons of rest.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
All right, maybe you're over-rested then.
That could be
Could be
it.
overslept.
Yeah, could be.
Because just like overeating, if you oversleep, if you do too much sleeping, it can have the same kind of effect as undersleeping.
can.
People don't realize that.
I know.
Can't oversleep, but oversleep. We're talking about like 10 hours of sleep or more. I don't think you got that. You do have 5 kids still, right? You didn't send them all away.
Well,
she wants to.
Right. So if you have 5 kids, the chances of you getting a 10-hour or more night of sleep is really, really low percentages.
Right.
Okay.
But still, for me, to oversleeping for me is, like at least 7. So.
No, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about if a person, that may be oversleeping for you, but in order for oversleeping to really take an effect in a negative way, it has to be like 10 hours or more, and then it takes a reverse effect.
Gotcha.
And I don't think you got that.
No.
But anyway.
Honestly, I look like I didn't get any.
No, you look fine. Man, don't read into who cares what I think, what I said. Just a little moment. Now see, the light's better on you now. Okay, you're all good. All right.
I don't have the Oprah lighting.
Hotshot just flipped the switch to the Oprah lighting. You look wonderful now. For Terry Cam, yeah. So we will come back. It should be an interesting Thursday. We'll come back and we'll get things started right after these words.
From the top of the door, keep pulling it down. Nobody giving this money around. I'm giving this cash, you winning it now. Q93 gets down. Yeah, this is your boy Flo Rida. And you know I had to team up with Q93 and give them some of my money. $10,000, baby.
Start collecting on Flo Rida's money Monday at 8:10.
Q93 is covering your bank. Only with your boy Flo Rida and Q93.
When it comes to safety in your car, truck, or SUV,
Brown could face a maximum of 4 years in jail if convicted of his alleged crimes against Rihanna, but a trial or plea deal may never come.
And when he committed crimes against Rihanna, he committed crimes against humanity.
Face a maximum of 4 years in jail if convicted of his alleged crimes against Rihanna, but a trial or plea deal may never come. Walking out of an LA courtroom today, Chris's lawyer Mark Garagos told E! News he might
Mark Garagos, I think that's the same lawyer that represented Scott Peterson, who
sounds familiar.
Offed his wife and then chucked her in the river. Remember that story?
How'd that work out for Scott?
He is, as we speak, working on his 97th license plate of the week and
Wow.
tutoring his fellow
Good.
inmates. I'm sure they're learning a lot from his overwhelming amount of knowledge.
Oh, yeah, you want to color your hair, liquidate everything, and move to Mexico.
Right.
May never come. Walking out of an LA courtroom today, Chris's lawyer, Mark Garagos, told E! News he might try for a dismissal of the entire case.
Yeah.
These latest developments stem from this leaked photo of Rihanna taken immediately after the Grammy night incident and obtained by TMZ.
Okay, so because of the leaked photo,
Yes.
Chris Brown may actually get a dismissal of the case. Because the photo was leaked, his lawyer, Mark Garagos, is going to ask for the charges to be dropped and dismissed, and we'll all then have to conclude that it pays to beat your girlfriend.
Because it constitutes police misconduct.
Police misconduct for someone to leak that photo to the public.
Yes.
And he's going to get away with the battering and the beating of Rihanna. And the speculation has begun again, by the way, as to whether they are a couple once more.
Correct.
He beat her. They got back together and spent some days on the Puff Daddy high seas. And then
split for a minute.
Split. He was hanging out with some little girl in some little girl band. And
Yeah, she was, I can't remember who she was with.
it was just last week, but I was hoping you would, but never mind. And she now may be back together with him.
You're right.
All right.
Right. Yes.
There you have it.
Apparently, he told reporters outside the courtroom that, quote, leaks can form the basis for a motion to dismiss the case in regard to outrageous governmental misconduct.
And it can cause you have to change your underwear.
Okay. Going all right. Those are
I hate those old leaks.
Man. Now, if it's announced that the charges have been dropped based on this leaked photo, it's just going to be a media frenzy and just a lot of talk and discussions as to how could this happen, how does he beat her like that and then get away with it.
Right.
And I'll enjoy every second of it on this program, and we'll take those calls at 421-9393, and maybe we'll take some early calls this morning on a Thursday, and we'll start with Julia, who's waiting patiently. Yes, Julia, what's on your mind? How are you this morning, Julia? Julia, can you hear me? Is there something wrong with the phones? Hello, Julia? Julia!
We'll see.
Sorry.
Oh, man.
everything
Oh,
is
just
great.
blew my ears
I
out.
had it on mute. I didn't even know.
Oh, okay. Well, that's all right. You were talking back to us and you had it on mute. Yes, this could be a great call. What can I do for you, Julia?
I was just wondering where the swine flu was at.
Where?
Yeah.
Right now, it just passed the Albuquerque border and is headed up north.
Oh, boy, making good time.
Mm-hmm. It should be here. Oh, actually, if you're reading the newspaper this morning, there have been 6 cases of swine flu, 6 cases of the Miss Piggy flu that have surfaced in Washington State. So I don't know if you have read your morning paper, because
no, I got
there's
too early.
very few left, or if any. But, yeah, 6 cases of swine flu between yesterday and today have come about in our state. There was none
Really?
yesterday that they knew of. Now there's 6 this morning. So does that scare you? You worried about this? You trying to keep tabs on this or what?
Yeah, because I work with money, and a lot of Mexicans come into my work.
You work with money, and a lot of Mexicans come into your work. Let's try to conclude what she does for could you be a stripper?
Wow.
But a lot of everyone comes into her work then if
I
she's...
know.
That doesn't narrow it down.
So what do you do?
I'm a barista.
A barista.
Yeah.
And Mexicans love their coffee, I'm sure, yes, as much as
Yeah.
anyone. You're a barista, and you handle money? That's why you're worried?
Yeah.
Plus the occasional real loyal customer that you have to, kind of jerk off in the back area, right?
Wow. Where are you located again?
Come on, every good barista knows she's got to take care of her loyals if she wants to keep that little trailer little outfit she's got up and running, right?
Yeah, I don't wear bikinis, though.
I didn't say you had to wear a bikini to beat the stick of one of your loyal customers, but if you want to look the part, then I'm all for it.
I would.
I don't know about is handling money that much of a concern as far as passing germs?
I would probably say
yeah, they
yes,
always say money's
absolutely.
really dirty.
Yeah,
Anyway.
yeah.
Because so many people touch it,
Yep.
Hey, what are you doing now? You're hosing down the
Steaming milk.
The latte stand or what? You steaming some milk?
I'm steaming.
Mm-hmm.
She is steaming.
And you're worried. And you're afraid of the Mexicans. You hear her?
I know.
Be gone, Mexicans! Get your coffee elsewhere. I don't know if the people that came down with the swine flu in our area are Mexican. So how about that? Yeah.
Yeah, it's not just...
Oh, that sounds really frothy and foamy. That
Yeah,
sounds
it does.
Really good.
Way too much foam.
And you sound distracted.
I don't know.
If you're going to call in and we're going to answer your questions of the highest medical nature that we're doing right now, we better get your undivided attention.
You have it. You're just doing all the talking.
I'm waiting for you to say something, actually. Instead, you're all getting all foamed up.
What?
Say exactly. Do I get her undivided attention?
No.
No,
Yeah.
she's too busy getting
Yeah,
all frothy.
She's doing some froth.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm
For
not.
another
I'm
man.
making a soy chai.
Okay, so you don't wear a bikini at work. What do you wear? What are you wearing right now as you're getting that steam all good and ready
I'm
for your
wearing
morning
ripped
rush?
jeans.
You what?
Wearing ripped jeans and a t-shirt.
Ripped jeans and a T-shirt.
Yeah.
The only thing more naughty looking than a barista in a bikini
Right.
is a barista in her ripped jeans and a little T-shirt.
Strategically ripped, by the way, right in the right places.
Strategically tucked into certain areas of those jeans, Terry, but coming out of others, and she wants to make it like, oh, I don't wear a bikini. I just wear my ripped jeans.
Yeah.
So those driving away can, like, grab a hold and pull me out of this.
Mm-hmm.
Julia.
I want to do a bikini stand, though. Like, they make good money.
It almost seemed like a few seconds ago you were putting down those wearing bikinis. You were like, I don't wear a bikini.
Yeah.
Oh, they're hot.
Now you're looking to be drafted in the
And the
in the Espresso Lady bikini draft.
bikini baristas.
I could do it. I have a nice body.
Wow.
All right, describe for us what your body looks like. Since you bring it up.
I'm 120 pounds,
Yeah.
5'4".
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm starting to get a little steamy. I'm starting to get a little foamed up. Keep going.
I think I'm like twice your age. I think I'm like half your age, though.
Whatever. That's it. I'm done with the show.
Oh, jeez.
So that makes you what? How old are you?
21.
21? You're not half my age. What do you think, I'm 42? You stupid bitch. Telling me I'm 42?
I'm just kidding.
Whatever. You
I
dumbass. I'm done with you. That's it.
Okay.
Show's over. I don't need to talk to me like I'm a freaking dad.
Really, she's just ignorant anyway.
I know. I like him that way usually, Terry.
I know, but I mean, really that ignorant?
Screw that. I'm out of here.
KUBE93.com.
What's happening now?
Yeah, let's go.
Is there really proof that Tupac's still alive?
KUBE93.com.
Check out the new video of Flow Rider recording in Studio 93.
Only on KUBE93.com.
Brought to you by
Verizon Wireless.
Oh, yeah, baby. Strike a Rooney.
Hey, great ball.
Thank you, man. Hey, my name's Paul.
Hey, Paul, I'm your local Geico agent.
Well, that's cool. You bowl here?
No, I'm just here to help you save money on car insurance.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm local. I live right here in the neighborhood. So, if you need help saving money, I'm right here for you.
Like right now?
Exactly. You can get the same low rates that Geico's known for, but with the personal service of a local agent.
Oh.
Hey, can I tell you something, Paul?
Sure.
Try straightening out your wrist just a touch and put a bit less spin on the ball. See what
I
happens.
have been working on that.
Uh-huh. If you
Is newlywed Heidi posing for Playboy? This one we're still not sure about.
Wow.
Life and Style reports Heidi's hubby Spencer is negotiating a $500,000 deal for the Hill star to pose for the Bunny Empire's pages. We contacted Playboy, but they had no comment.
Aren't they in Mexico right now? They just got back from Mexico, and they're the whole reason for the swine flu, or what?
Yes, they are the whole reason.
Yes. Now, he's her agent. He's acting on her behalf
yeah.
and negotiating as to whether she's going to do a Playboy little dilly or what?
He's a bulldog, man.
Yeah, I'm sure. He's using his law degree to its fullest extent in these hefty negotiations between them and Hef and the crew at Playboy.
Hef's going to send him $500,000 hairs. He didn't read the...
Ben's just going to be like, sold! See, I did you right.
Because he doesn't know how to read a contract.
I know.
They're going to totally screw him.
Well, he is the brain power behind the couple.
Yeah, it's been so successful.
He's a control freak.
And he's going to do the negotiating, and he's got Playboy up to about $500,000.
Not bad.
Now, what's the going rate on what Heidi should accept and what she shouldn't settle for to do a typical, not hardcore where she's, sucking on some dildo or anything.
Whoa.
Wow.
As you might see in your more hardcore magazines.
I don't think Playboy has that.
They don't have
I thought
that.
They were the cleaner of the
They try to be a
smut
little
magazines.
bit more tasteful, although no one's buying this crap anymore. I mean, I have certainly not seen anyone anywhere with a Playboy recently, not even for the articles, not for the pictures, nothing. I mean, you need to get your job done. Like at 1 in the morning last night, okay?
Oh, boy.
Oh, no.
I wake up, went to bed at 10, woke up at 1.
Okay.
Went downstairs, beat the patty wagon. They got a new format, by the way. I noticed last
hated
night.
the old one.
Yes, they got a new
like
format. Then I fell back to sleep because, that puts me out. Yeah, of course. All the tactics, all the little tricks to get me back to sleep worked.
So how'd you sleep in your office chair?
I know.
That was really gooey. I relieved some stress and did some moderate cleaning up and went back to sleep by about 2 something and slept till 5. So I missed out on an hour or so, which I could have gotten big whoop. Anyway, what was I going with this? Oh, yeah. Nobody needs Playboy.
Right.
And Boys Food's got a new layout, and I'm not sure I like it yet. Because it takes me a little bit of time to get adjusted to change.
Right,
The first couple of weeks, I said I would never do this Twitter thing in my life. Now I can't go an hour without checking in on what's going on in my Twitter world. So, yeah, I do come around quickly. But my first reaction is, oh, no. Oh, no. And Boys Food changed their layout. I'm like, I don't know where to go now. Okay, here I go. Okay, I'm good now.
A week from now, it's the greatest layout I've ever seen.
What an upgrade. But, okay, so still the relevant hot women of the world want to do their Playboy thing.
Yeah.
So what's an acceptable price for Heidi's, bunt in all its glory and in Playboy? Is $500,000? Is that an insult to her or no?
She can do better.
She can do better.
Really?
I think the minimum's like $1 million people get for that magazine, right?
But as Hef's representation here, we're in a tough economy, and people are not buying our magazine like they used to, and we don't just have $500,000 to throw out there to people that are pseudo-stars like your wife barely is, Spencer.
We'll pass
By the way, you're a freaking dork if I didn't mention it yet.
No, have fun with Pam Anderson next month again.
Right. You know what? She sells.
See if that sells.
We haven't determined whether your wife is going to sell yet. She sold it to you. She sold you a bill of goods.
I'm not convinced Pam Anderson sells.
Pamela Anderson has sold through the years. We can show you data on that.
Carmel Electra, have fun.
I have the spreadsheets here to determine for you that to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Pamela Anderson is a guaranteed front cover of the magazine seller.
Well, we're the #1 show on MTV. People love Heidi.
She sold in 1985. She sold in 1995.
Yeah.
She sold in 2005. She can sell in 2009. So if your wife don't want to take our $500,000 check,
she does not.
Well, then you go find it elsewhere.
Oh, we will.
All right. Well, then I guess that's the end of our negotiation. Goodbye.
Wow, that was quick and
Wait
easy.
a minute. Doesn't look like Heidi's going to be in. Do
you guys validate?
You guys validate?
No, we don't validate. Oh, I guess we do. Here. All right. So now it's like $497,000.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Because we just validated for you at the Playboy Mansion.
3,000. Yeah, right.
We validated the Playboy Mansion, indeed. She's got to take $500,000 to do Playboy. Come on.
She can do a little better, I think.
You think?
She's one of those people that people would love to see naked because she doesn't really live that lifestyle of, like a slutty. Like when you saw China, you've seen China, in a bathing suit during wrestling. You've seen her body a lot.
Well, she can
Heidi's
do
not one of
better.
those people.
Fine, but you got to take the economy and the fact that Playboy magazine sales are way down. And you're not factoring that in. Yeah, fine. You think the going rate on her should be higher, but you're not factoring in what's going on out there. But take your $500,000 or leave it. Are you signing or not?
I'm not signing. Going naked's a pretty big deal in front of everybody.
But is she also that big of a name draw?
And we get the shaver bund.
Wow.
Well,
$600,000, and we get to shave her.
Well, who's we? I don't want Hugh doing it because he's got his hand's a little shaky.
Well, Hugh's hand may be a little shaky, but he still is the best we got as far as bunt shaving is concerned.
Wow.
So that's, if you don't want $500,000, then that's our offer. $600,000, and we get to shave her bunt in whatever formation we want to shave it in. And it's not going to be your typical Playboy bunny because that's too predictable.
$650 and we pick the shaver.
$650 and you pick the shaver.
Yeah.
All right, $625, and it can't be electric.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
It's got to be a straight razor
Ooh,
of some sort.
Somebody better really
Deal or
have
no
a
deal? We're up to
steady
$625.
hand.
You taking it or not?
$637.
Ellen.
And Hugh gets to use an electric.
$630. He doesn't use an electric, and he gets to slow dance with her to one of his favorite Lionel Richie songs.
Oh my God. So he gets to touch her?
Oh, he does more than touch during his favorite Lionel Richie songs, too.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
$633. He gets to slow dance with her, and I get to hump Holly Madison.
Ha! Sold.
Done deal. Woohoo! Sorry, Heidi. See, I get to hump Holly Madison.
Heidi's going to be a Playboy.
Is newlywed Heidi posing for Playboy? This one we're still not sure about. Life and Style reports Heidi's hubby Spencer is negotiating a $500,000 deal for the Hill Star.
No, we just got up to $633.
The Bunny Empire's pages. We contacted Playboy, but they had no comment.
They got no comment.
Got none.
So it sounds like Spencer's more in on the $500,000 signing of this Playboy spread contract than Playboy itself is.
He's happy to whore his girlfriend out.
See, that's why I told you.
Wife.
You should be happy. You should have signed immediately when I offered you $500,000. It doesn't sound like Playboy's ready to do this yet.
They will be. If she wants to do it, it'll happen.
They're not going to make that money back.
Yeah.
I think they're doing okay still.
They're not ripping the magazine off the shelves when Heidi's on the cover.
Yeah.
Or aren't they?
No, I think they are. People like me who don't ever read it may want to see it, so I may go get it.
You may buy your first Playboy in who knows how long.
First time since China, yes.
Oh, my God.
If my last one was Vanessa Williams. If Heidi Montag is on the cover.
That was Penthouse.
That's right.
I'll never forget it. And that's a famous issue, too, by the way. There's an underage woman in there.
There's a girl named Tracy Lords in that one?
Yeah.
I think I heard of her. Anyway, it seems like Playboy isn't so ready to make Heidi their newest centerfold.
Right.
I'd want to see it.
You'd want to see it.
Of course.
You letting Playboy know you'd be a purchaser of their magazine should they sign Heidi to a very short-term contract.
Put on the glasses, the nose, and the mustache disguise and go in and buy a Playboy.
I
really like pictures of naked boobs.
Well, you're right. Can you give me some extra small condoms? Anyway, Terry, what else is going on in the world?
Well, Kim Kardashian is on the cover of Life and Style magazine, unbrushed.
She got paid dick.
Whoa. Anyway, but the reason why she is on the cover,
you don't get much for Life and Styles, I'm imagining.
Well, I'm sure you don't. You're right. But she wanted to go on Life and Styles because, her body has been such in the news these days.
Right.
So there's no
1 week
airbrushing or anything like that on this cover.
1 week she's ecstatic to tell people that she's happy to be with some cellulite in her curvy areas, and the next week she is ripping people's throats that suggest she's a plus-size person. I remember how this has all evolved, Terry, and now she's willing to go on Life and Style magazine covers without being touched up, without being airbrushed. How do we know that we're just supposed to take their word for it, that they didn't airbrush her or touch her up? They're just supposed to tell us, hey, we didn't airbrush anything, we didn't touch up anything. We're just supposed to be like, okay, yeah, I get it.
The cover says, I have cellulite, so what? And then it continues to say, after being called fat, Kim declares, this is the real me. I love my body. You should love yours, too.
All right, as long as you realize you're plus size. What? I'll kill you.
There's a picture for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I have cellulite. So what? I don't know how you're supposed to read this. I have cellulite. So what?
Try to third one.
I have cellulite.
Oh, you do? Okay.
So what?
You're a real natural.
It's all in quotes here, and I'm trying to figure out how exactly she's trying to say it to the world. I have cellulite. So what?
Wouldn't it be more matter of fact?
And how would that go?
I don't know.
You're the one saying.
I don't know.
Give it a whirl.
So what? I don't know.
I think I've covered all that.
Yeah, I think you hit them all.
I just want
Every
you to keep
inflection
going.
possible.
That's all.
I have cellulite.
Oh, you do have it.
So, what?
I forgot about that one. You didn't cover that one.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
I have cellulite. So what?
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
She also goes on to tell Life and Style.
I have cellulite.
Magazine.
Not crystallite.
Oh, yeah.
Not crystal meth. So what? Yes, there it is. It's on the cover of Life and Style magazine. You can make it your own game like I have here by going to thetmanshow.com because Pasty David Arthur III is putting it up as we speak. Are you not or are you? What's the story? Hello? He's on the phone. He doesn't hear anything I'm saying. That's all right. Let's see if he heard anything I just said. Did you hear anything or you missed all that? What? Not a word. Not a word, yes. At least he's honest about it. Who were you talking to that was so consuming your time there?
There was a nice young lady.
I don't want to talk to her. Anyway.
You're getting requests on how to read it from the Tari camera.
Oh, wonderful. I think I covered everything. Can you put this picture of Kim Kardashian in Life and Style magazine that's due on newsstands any day now? Can you put it up before they can buy it on thetmanshow.com, please?
You got it.
Thank you so much. Because it's untouched, unbrushed, an exclusive 100% natural photo shoot.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, does she look bad.
Really?
It's the worst I've ever seen her look. I'll just put it that way. I mean, she doesn't
Well,
look
her
bad.
hair's not all
Just
done
being
up
heavy?
and not a lot of makeup, which you're accustomed to.
If I got a picture from a friend saying this is your blind date, I'd be like,
let me grab the buzzer.
I would be like, cool, but I wouldn't be like counting the hours down till I go to this supposed meeting spot where I'm meeting this. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, she looks good. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know. Something in her face ain't looking right. She should have. Just because they didn't airbrush or touch her up doesn't mean she has to like not put on makeup or something.
Well,
And she's got a dark complexion, so she doesn't need that much makeup. But I don't know.
but you
All,
know
all
what?
I'm saying is this. This is my statement.
Uh-oh.
This is the worst I've ever seen her look. I've always been a big, I was a Kim Kardashian fan before it was even popular.
Right, no, I know.
And then when everyone jumped on board, I kind of lost my interest in Kim Kardashian. That's my history with her.
But you do-
I was telling you about Kim Kardashian before anyone even knew how to pronounce her freaking name.
I know.
Well, also, Ray J using her as a shish kebab probably didn't help you.
Before Ray J even got a finger on her, not to mention a fist or a whatever, an elbow, I was telling you about Kim Kardashian. Then everyone was on her little train, and I jumped off. And I can tell you now, with complete certainty, this is the worst I've ever seen her look. Now, granted, that is a big and hefty statement in and of itself that, yeah, we're talking about a person that I've always put in the highest of high of platforms.
Right.
So her worst day is better than most women's good days.
Right. And this is her worst day, and it's still better than most women out there's good day, but it still is her worst day.
But you said you wouldn't be counting down the minutes.
I would not be counting down the minutes if I didn't know who this was, and this was my blind date, and I'd be like, wow, this is going to be a good one, but I'm not, like, counting the minutes.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Are you washing the car for this one?
I might be renting a different car.
Oh, come on.
If I don't have the right car. I mean, that's what people are doing out there these days. If you don't have the right car and you're trying to impress a girl on a date, you just rent a car for the night.
Oh, I love you. I want to be with you forever. I can't wait to live the life of Ferraris.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Oh, jeez.
Don't you know that's what people are doing out there these days?
That's really a bad move.
That's what guys are doing. They're renting cars for a night to go on their first dates with someone they're trying to impress.
Right. He got a job, a Ferrari, all his teeth.
I know a girl that just told me she went on a date with a guy that she found out that he rented the car for the night. And she was not happy about it.
Said date number 2 is not gonna happen with you.
The whole first date thing is false advertising all the way around to begin with. Now you got to throw this blatant false advertising little aspect in the mix. But I said to her, the whole first date is all about false advertising anyway. So why not? Why not be all consistent and rent a bogus car that isn't even close to yours and throw it in the mix of your first night out? Whatever it takes to put you over the edge.
I go home, take the lifts out of my shoes, take off the girdle, take the mask off.
You shouldn't have screwed him before you looked in the glove compartment and saw the Hertz little pamphlet in there.
Yeah.
Whose fault is that?
The only key on his only keychain on his he has is a little paper one.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably a bad sign too.
Pasty, is the Life and Style cover up there yet or no?
It will be in just a
Oh,
minutes.
please.
Yes, very quick.
Mm-hmm. Very what?
Very quick. Swick.
Very swick.
Probably soon and quick, right?
We'll be up there in a combination of He's being very soon and very quick.
I mean, she went so far as to breaking down her measurements, her size, her
Can I see that picture,
everything.
please? I want to see if this is my blind date. I want to see how I feel.
All right, fine.
So I think he's.
Keep in mind, I said that she looks better than most women.
Oh, yeah, right.
I know you're going to say how good she looks and everything, but...
But you know what? I mean, really, we're all used to seeing her with tons of makeup on. So when even if she minimizes it, she looks...
It's quite the blow.
Oh.
Yes.
Things go well.
I know where you're getting with that, Terry.
So
it is quite the blow from Kim Kardashian.
I mean, I even remember seeing her one time on her show when she was like crying and had all her makeup running off, and you're like going, whoa.
That's not the Kim K I know. Stop crying quick and throw your makeup back on.
It's not a good look for her.
Or pan the camera over to Bruce Jenner. Do something.
Right.
Oh, please don't. We'll all start crying. He was handsome at one point.
All right, so she feels confident enough to put herself up on the cover of Life and Style, Au Naturel, but she is not quite confident enough yet to have you call her a plus-size person without her wanting to kill you. So that's where we're at with Kim Kardashian.
Right.
That is the current status. What else is going on?
Well, People magazine has come out with their 100 Most Beautiful People issue again. And your wife might be happy to know that her
I'm on it.
No.
Oh.
Channing Tatum is.
Oh, Channing Tatum, yeah, well.
And I know that she's a huge fan of
Yeah,
his.
exactly. She better not bring his name up to me anytime in the next at least 5 years after dragging me to see the most ridiculous movie in the history of the movie world. I don't know how this one didn't go straight to DVD. It was called Fighting.
Yeah,
it was released last weekend.
Right.
It was the most lame movie I've ever seen in my life.
Really?
Even the fight scenes were horrible. And if you're going to name your movie Fighting, at least make the fight scenes watchable or enjoyable or cool
and they
or
couldn't-
interesting.
and you couldn't even do that.
It was whack. It was awful. I wanted to,
But she just sat there drooling over Channing Tatum.
Not even she was like, this is really bad.
Really?
I'm sorry to do this to you. But he looks really good. I mean, he's a good-looking guy, and he should be on
He
that
is.
list.
Oh, absolutely. Good-looking guy.
But that is not nearly enough to salvage this movie, and I'm speaking that as a heterosexual man. I need a lot more.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah. I mean, they do show some of the fight scenes in the little trailers, and you expect it to be kind of a cool movie. Let me beat you down.
And I'm a fan even of Terrence Howard, who's in this movie, and he is just, the character he plays is just so annoying. You just want to smack him. He is awful in this movie. I mean, maybe he's good, but his character's annoying, and he just plays it well. But the movie is just horrible. Don't see if you see it, you're absolutely just throw $10 into the toilet.
Okay. I'll make note of that.
Instead of going, put $10 in the toilet and flush.
And say, oh, that was a great movie.
You'll be doing yourself a favor. Trust me. Anyone who leaves the theater and tells me that they would rather have gone to that movie than actually taken my advice and taken $10 and flushing in the toilet and taken that as a better option, then I'll be surprised.
All right.
Go to the movie and tell me, yeah, T-Man, you were right. I should have just flushed the $10 in the toilet. It would have been a better time.
Okay. No, I take your word for it. I take your word for it.
That's a better experience. And I'm very lenient on movies.
You are.
I told you Obsessed is good.
Yes.
I told you to go see Obsessed.
You did.
Obsessed is worth every penny of the $10, not because it's some Best Picture nominee, but because it gives you what you want out of a movie.
No, that's lenient.
With the exception of there
It
needs
gives
to be
you
more sex scenes.
entertainment. That's all I ask. Entertain me. This movie made me want to kick the stool, Terry.
Wow.
All right?
Gotcha.
I wanted to hang myself if I'm not being clear.
No, you're.
Now, the little man inside me says, T-Man, I've got way too much to live for. So, I would never do something like that.
You have a little man inside you.
All right? But this is one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life.
All right.
And I love good fight movies.
So ain't no Fight Club, is it?
Oh, I'm just waiting for like it to be like some joke or them to come out and be like, okay, we fooled you. This isn't the real movie.
Here's the real one.
Yeah, we'll start
Let's start the real movie now. Oh man,
Wow.
Channing Tatum, man, can't act his way out of a paper bag, but
He's a great dancer, though.
he was good in Step Up
No, I know that.
because he can dance and because he's
got
some appeal, even though he can't really act. He's got some level of appeal, and I acknowledge that, and that's wonderful. And he should be on this People's Most Beautiful People list. He should be in the top 10, to be honest. Because he's a good-looking dude, and I don't know if there are many guys out there that are way better looking. What guy made it up higher on the list than Channing Tatum?
But the thing is about this list, they don't like actually go from number 1 to 100. They don't rank them. They just kind of throw these people in there, and they just come out with 100 people.
I thought they always have the most beautiful person on the cover, and they have a ranking from 1 to 100. No,
no ranking.
Yeah, I think didn't they used to have the most beautiful person in the world?
They have Matt Damon on a bunch of times.
Mel Gibson in the 90s.
Mel Gibson.
They did used to do
George
that.
Clooney's on the cover, the most beautiful person in the world.
Yes, they do choose like somebody like that, but they don't necessarily rank
They don't rank
the
them
rest.
because then it becomes too much of a Hollywood competition scene.
Yes.
And then if Channing Tatum passes by George Clooney and George Clooney punches him in the jaw, People Magazine is liable. Anyone out there see fighting besides me? Anyone out there actually pay money to go see this movie?
Crickets.
Is there anyone in our listening audience?
No, absolutely not. 4 people saw it, and you're one of them.
Mm-hmm. Well, these are the things you got to do, I guess, to keep a marriage alive.
Yes.
Your wife is in love with another man, and you have to do your best to be supportive of it.
Hey, man, what's the secret to your success?
So I went with her to see, when was it? Saturday afternoon, right before your...
Oh, right.
Yes.
Oh, you're a busy day for you.
No wonder I was throwing down tequila shots Saturday night.
Yeah, I was wondering why.
Saturday afternoon, at around 3-something, I saw fighting, and I still haven't recovered. All right?
All right. Obsessed to even help you out with that, huh?
Mm-hmm. And I'm apparently the only one who saw this movie, right?
Sounds like it.
Any callers? Nobody? No one in Terry Cam?
Nobody.
No one got tortured like I did?
Nope.
No one even saw the commercial and said, okay, this looks watchable, because I actually did see the trailer and said, all right, I can get through this.
Sure.
And I did get through it, obviously, but it was a struggle.
Well, nobody's struggling with you.
I'm sitting there thinking, what's gone wrong with my life halfway through this movie? Where do these twists and turns take me to this point? How am I here? Yeah. Nobody.
No.
All right.
Somebody said they thought about watching a bootleg of it, but that's about it.
Don't even bother. Even if they pay you to watch the bootleg. Run.
$10 down the toilet?
Flush $10 down the toilet. It'll be a better experience than going to see the movie. Wow. All right? How's that for a review?
There you go. Definitely thumbs down.
Will they put that on the advertisement in the paper?
I don't think that'll be on the poster, no.
No.
That will not be on the...
I don't think so.
No.
On the marquee?
You and Rex Reed up there?
That's my review. T-Man, Rolling Stone. Flush $10 down the toilet. You'll have a better experience than going to see this movie.
It would be kind of fun to do that.
Somebody out there has had to see this movie besides myself. Nobody.
Hey, where's
no one's calling it.
No one. And no one's in it. So.
All right.
All right.
That's what it comes down.
Not one person. That's unbelievable.
That is crazy.
Just you.
206-421-9393. Nobody's calling in on this. I'm the only one who got suckered in. That's all right.
If you offer to give away one of Terry's hairs, lines are packed. But to see this movie, not
Okay,
one
there are your two options right now. Call in and tell me about what you thought of the movie, or if you want one of Terry's hairs, we'll put it in an envelope and mail it to you. 206-421-9393, and we'll figure out what's going on.
It'd be a great prize.
In the meantime, what else is happening, Terry?
According to Access Hollywood, they did a little poll about whose breasts are best in Hollywood, and Scarlett Johansson came out the winner.
Best breasts in Hollywood.
Yes. Followed by...
Did she submit her breasts for this?
I don't think there was really a submission. It was just kind of one of those random polls.
Oh, yeah. I know you're very familiar with random polls, Terry.
Also on the list, Salma Hayek.
That's like a random poll to get you perked up in the morning, huh, Terry?
Yeah. Salma Hayek, Halle Berry, Jessica Simpson, and Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Karen saw fighting.
Oh, jeez. Yay.
Finally.
Yeah, I saw it.
And?
It was horrible.
Okay.
It really was. No lie. I actually left the movies early.
Yeah, a lot of people were walking out. There were people actually in the theater that were walking out. And I just, if my wife wasn't going to initiate the walking out process, I had to just sit there and deal with it.
Well, I've only walked out of one movie in my life. I usually just finish it up.
Yeah, I rarely walk out of movies. I always kind of look around and see people walking out of movies, and I'm just wondering, you could, if I could make it to this movie, you can too.
Right.
But there were people walking out.
Walked out.
It
was horrible. I actually got really irritated. Like, you were right. The fighting scenes, they were really lame.
I mean, that's what I was waiting for, thinking, okay, this will salvage the movie. This will make it actually tolerable, as the fight scenes will be good enough, but they were awful.
Yeah.
Did you really expect anything out of this movie, honestly?
No, but I expected the fight scenes to be interesting enough because, it's 2009 and technology is
right.
You can make anything look good. They couldn't even make these fight scenes look good.
Yeah, Hollywood's just going down. Yeah, right.
I don't know, yeah. So, do you agree that you, looking back now, should have taken $10 and thrown it down the toilet and you would have been...
Yes, and I went on Friday when it just came out, and I was really upset,
Yeah, and you're a girl. I mean, you get something out of watching Channing Tatum.
Absolutely. Shirtless and throwing his fists around.
Terry's wet dream. It just came alive.
Oh, yeah.
Kelly wants to respond. Yes, Kelly.
I thought that movie was so terrible, I left early.
Wow. So you didn't walk out, you left early.
Oh, yeah, I would have rather flush my money down the toilet, too.
See, it wasn't just me.
Wow.
Terry. I know what I'm talking about.
No, I do agree.
So good.
You guys can't really complain, though. I mean,
The preview looks so good, really?
Yes, I thought they did. I was so excited for that.
Like if my wife takes me to Traveling Pants or whatever that movie is, too, I can't complain that it wasn't all I thought it would be. I know it's going to suck.
Sisterhood of the Traveling
If you see a movie called Fighting, you're thinking, okay, obviously this is more of a chick flick than they want to let on because it's Channing Stupid Tatum, but at least the fight scenes... Like they show you in the trailer, rooftop fight scenes. You're like, okay, that's going to be cool.
All right.
No.
Might be a little bit
It was lame. Kelly, I am I'm apologizing on behalf of the movie producers. I don't know why I should, but I feel like somebody's got to apologize to you. All right? Because I know what you went through. I know what torture.
It was terrible.
So Channing owes you all $10.
Yeah. He owes
Well,
a
Channing's Channing. I mean, Channing, it's not his fault. It's not his fault. He's like dumb as a wall.
I can't picture what he looks like for some reason.
I'll find you a picture.
He's a very clean, good-looking dude. He looks very clean. You know what I mean?
Like shower clean, or
like shower clean, but overall
or
just
doesn't do drugs
clean looking.
clean.
Just just clean.
All right,
clean.
Well, aren't most people clean for the most part?
I'm not saying he's clean. He just looks clean. You know what I mean?
No, absolutely not.
You know what I mean by that?
I don't.
Everything is.
Like, I think you look clean.
No, well, I am clean, but I don't look clean.
Okay,
he looks clean. Like everything works just really well with it. Everything just.
He's dreamy. I'm gonna go see it after the show.
You saw a picture?
He's pretty hot.
You should pay $20.
Yeah, I will.
Buy from a scalper outside. Sit in the front row.
Yeah.
Sure.
You know what I mean by clean?
Yeah, when I see him now, I
don't even know how to describe clean, but it's just clean, you know?
Okay.
His bone structure, his everything, his eyes work well with his nose, and his nose works well with his jaw.
He's got a nice body.
His body works, his pecs.
Cuts his hair every day.
But I did turn to my wife and say, oh, look at all the freckles on his shoulders. You like that, huh? That's pretty unexpected, right? He had his shirt off, and all of a sudden he has all these big brown freckles all over his shoulders. I'm like, see? You unwrapped the package. There's some flaws, huh?
You're trying to find all the flaws.
And if this was a porno, we might find more flaws in your new favorite guy up there. I mean, I don't know what girl could tolerate a guy with freckles all over his shoulders. That's gotta kind of gross out. I don't know if you have any. I don't know if I'm insulting you. All I know is he took off his shirt in this movie, and he had like big brown freckles all over his, like the tops and his upper back.
Like that?
Bigger than that, but you have some. Yeah, man. I'm sorry to insult you. I didn't realize.
No, it's from the sun. Definitely.
It is. There's sunspot.
Yeah, but I sit in the sun. Most people sit in the sun. They don't get freckles on their shoulders.
Yeah. You might have some.
Not liver spots.
Yeah,
like you're an old man. Anyway, all I'm saying is, even a guy who looks flawless has his flaws. And I was the first to point him out to my wife. You see that? Isn't that gross?
You don't like him anymore, do you?
I'm like, isn't that gross? I'm looking better now, aren't I?
Well, she's moved on to, who is it, Idris Elba? The guy in Obsessed?
She just said she thought he was, hard to find his freckles. I'm sure it's not going to be as big a deal.
So find some flaws in him.
All right. Well, at least now I feel satisfied that I
you weren't
went
the
off
only
base. I know the movies that just make you want to beat your balls with a hammer.
Very good at, recommending.
I know what's going on. Anyway, fighting. Oh, man, there had to be some discussion amongst the movie producers as to whether this should go straight to DVD or not. They had to have a talk. There had to be a moment where they said, should we really put this in the theaters?
I don't think they care if it's good or not. They just care
we will.
Well, they just care if people are going to go. They don't care if it's
And if-
good.
and-
people went.
Yeah.
Channing Tatum, big enough name, right?
For that type
Preview
of movie,
looked moderately
sure,
good.
yes,
There's
yes.
nothing else out.
Yeah, but it got crushed by Obsessed. They both got released last weekend. Obsessed with Beyonce makes $29 million, and Channing Tatum's movie makes about $9 million, which is not by any means. It's not a joke number, but it's not good.
It's not good, but I think they're okay with that.
It probably didn't cost more than $20 million to make.
Yeah.
They ain't paying Channing Tatum more than $5 million. They better not be. Big doof.
Big doof.
I wish I was a big doof. It looked like that.
Freckled doof.
Yeah, I was
So
happy to have
jealous he
freckles.
is.
Brother. Okay, good. So am I.
Staying connected on our website. You look for prizes that you wanna win. Get all the info when you go online.
T-Man Stimulus.
More than 5,000 videos on demand.
The new Mariners webpage.
Follow our Twitter.
Enter to win a $50 iTunes.
Clip and then he's on the way. To free his mind and searcher. To free his mind and searcher. To free his mind and searcher. Day and night. The lonely stoner seems to free his mind at night. He's all alone through the day and night. The lonely loner seems to free his mind at night. At night. Day and night. The lonely stoner seems to free his mind at night. He's all alone, some things will never change. The lonely loner seems to free his mind at night. At night.
BJ. You're on the air.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
Not much.
What can I do for you?
Yeah, well, I wanted to call on regards to your movie. I had to pay for my date to go, of course, dinner also.
Wow.
Of course, yes. Of course, women have to eat.
Piece of money.
Sit there buying stuff that she barely touches because she's afraid to eat in front of you. Yes, BJ, we all know how it works, and this is your hard-earned cash that I imagine you're on the job trying to earn right now.
Right, exactly.
That's just going to be thrown down a bottomless freaking hole to try to maybe have some girl allow you a little bit of access to bring her the ruckus. Yes. And what's the problem, BJ? You loved it? You hated it? What's the problem?
Oh, I hated it.
Yeah.
He wants a refund for the whole night.
At least it's
Yeah,
unanimous.
the whole night. The dinner.
You didn't get anything that made the night worth the price.
Well, that's beside the point. I still wasted my hard-earned money.
Oh, so even though you got maybe some ass, you still want your money back.
It's not a waste of money to me if you get the...
It wasn't that good.
If you get the payoff at the end of the night, one might argue that it might have been worth the money, but you're saying still you want your money back.
I said through anything.
Yeah, definitely.
A texter wrote in that Channing Tatum and Jenna Dewan, I knew there were a couple, but they recently got married.
Oh, really?
I didn't know that.
She's pretty hot, right?
Oh, my gosh, yes. She used to be Justin Timberlake's backup dancer, and then she started going out with Justin Timberlake.
That's why I know the name.
And she is about as hot as they come. She was in Step Up.
Oh, why'd you say so?
Right.
I've seen the whole series.
Now all they do probably is lounge around all day and enjoy each other's company, having good-looking person sex all through the day and night.
Probably so.
I bet they do, yes.
When she comes, strawberry yogurt comes out.
Oh, she's that hot, huh?
And when he poops, it's just great-smelling chocolate sauce. So that's how the great-looking people of the world make it happen.
That's how beautiful people do it.
That's how the
always
beautiful
wondered.
people live, Terry. I always wondered, too, but this is what I'm told.
Yeah. I can see it now.
They just hang around all day having good-looking person sex.
Beautiful sex.
I wonder what
Beautiful
that's
person
like.
sex, yes. Uh-huh.
Okay, then.
It's good work if you can find it. So, not only was this movie an outright, utter, absolute, hideous disaster, but he's not even on the market anymore for all these women who are going thinking that they are going to
Have a chance?
Yeah, have a moment with him in a pseudo-fashion.
Pseudo-fashion. So he's only known for the Step Up movies? Is that his deal?
Well, and then he
Well,
was
a couple, like,
he was in that MTV movie with Ryan Phillippe about
the military,
about the Iraq War and all that crap.
Did you just say an MTV movie?
Also unwatchable.
Wait, you just say an made for MTV movie?
Well, the MTV movie production studio put this.
Oh, but it was in theaters.
Yeah, it was in theaters.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought it was made for MTV.
No.
All right.
It's not like ESPN that tried to make their own movies a couple years ago and has
Right.
long since decided that's not a good idea.
The Bronx is burning.
You know how good-looking people do? You know when she queefs, fairy dust comes out when he, Breaks win, Terry. It's nothing but air freshener smells.
Right.
Oh,
That's how the good-looking people does it.
Wow.
What
Good
else?
to be them.
If you're a great-looking couple, sometimes you have one good-looking person getting together with a mediocre to subpar-looking person. That's not what I'm talking about.
Right. You're talking about two gorgeous
When two
people.
great-looking people get together,
Yeah.
this is how it works. Now, that's very rare.
Right.
That two, at minimum, great-looking people get together and make a life of it.
Okay.
But this is one of those situations where two way above great-looking people or good-looking people have gotten together, and they're now married and living happily ever after, having beautiful person sex all day long.
Man.
And she's queefing out fairy dust, and he's pooping out chocolate sauce, and she's
I do have a
coming, and strawberry yogurt comes
question.
out. Do you like strawberry yogurt, Terry? The real creamy, like Yoplait.
Oh, it's good.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
That's what happens when she reaches orgasm. Yes.
Wow.
It's a beautiful thing.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's because they're good-looking
Nice and
people. Yeah.
creamy. Yeah.
They're both good-looking.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous
So-
people, yeah.
Question for you
Sure.
with the two gorgeous power couple
Yeah,
type.
but a follow-up question. I wasn't specific enough?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Well, when they, have children, are they just as beautiful?
No, but ugly. Yeah. And they blame each other, and the divorce then is well underway.
Follows, yeah.
Put a positive and a positive together, you're going to get a spark.
Oh, you're gonna, Okay, that
You get a
makes sense.
spark, you get a negative charge.
Got it.
It never works out.
Got it.
And
It's all done.
it's always
So don't reproduce.
an utter disaster. No, they always do reproduce, but that's what brings
they're-
about. It has to bring about the beginning of the end because these things never last. Anyway, what else is going on?
Well, earlier we talked about, following people's Twitters and stuff. Or Twitter, that is.
Yes.
Twitter. Well, according to a
We
new...
did?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember,
You mentioned,
but all
you
right.
mentioned Twitter
Well,
somewhere.
I might
She
have
did mention Twitter.
Okay, you mentioned Twitter earlier in the
Yes.
show, yes. Well, Twitter has taken over the world, so I'm not
yes.
surprised you mentioned it.
No.
What's taking over the world more, swine flu or Twitter?
Well,
At this moment,
Yeah.
Twitter.
Okay. All
But
right.
ask me 5 minutes from now.
All right.
well, according to a new report, 3 in 5 new Twitter users, or 60% of new Twitter users...
Oh, Terry did the math, yeah. Or maybe it's right there in the
No,
copy.
it's right there in the copy.
Yeah.
No way,
Quit
shit.
using the social networking site within a month.
Within a month.
Within a month. They're
So
done.
You're trying to downplay the Twitter world. You're trying to
Well, it's
throw a
nice.
chink into the armor of the Twitter.
Say that, yeah, it's a nice little frenzy for a minute, and then 30 days later, okay, I'm done.
No, I don't see how that can be the case because, first of all, Twitter came out of nowhere and came onto the scene just a few months ago. So how are they all of a sudden with this very conclusive data that people that use Twitter get sick of it in a month? It hasn't even been out there that long. The first time I ever heard of Twitter was when I was on the Disney cruise over the Christmas holiday. I hadn't even heard of Twitter until December. Now I'm on it every 10 minutes.
I know.
Checking out what's the latest.
It's probably been out for a year, I guess. I didn't hear about
Probably,
it until November.
yeah. I'm not disagreeing with you. It's probably been out for a year. But this time, 6 months ago, the average person out there had no clue what Twitter meant. Now, all of a sudden, there's this Twitter craze. And because the regular person who's on Twitter didn't know from it a few months ago, how can they say that the average person gets sick of Twitter in a month? Hasn't been enough time
Well, you
to
asked
figure
the
that out.
Nielsen rating people because that's who did this little study.
Yeah, Nielsen's since been written off as dead, so I don't even know why they're asking him for anything.
Well, what's interesting, though, when it comes to Facebook and MySpace, they actually have a retention rate of about 70%. So
And Twitter's not even close to that.
Not even.
So people love MySpace and Facebook for the long haul.
Yes.
But they get sick of Twitter in a month.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'm on my 31st day of Twitter, so I'll let you know tomorrow if I'm out.
All right.
Because I told you about 6 weeks ago that I would never get into Twitter. Then a week after that, I'm like, I love it. I can't stop.
Right. Wait till you start posting and people start following you. That'll be a whole new level. You'll love it even more.
I'm right about at the month mark for my absolute outright Twitter craze.
And if you had to guess one way or another, are you in or out?
It's not going away in my life anytime
Really?
soon. I'm loving it as much today as at any point over the past month.
You gonna start posting?
I'm not going to start posting. I don't think people...
The Pied Piper, man. People will follow you everywhere.
I don't want to start posting because if people want to find out about me, they, I think, could pretty much figure out what's going on in my world through this little radio show I have. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
you know, they like then and there,
they like
live,
you, but they like you
all the time.
outside of 6 to 10 too.
Yeah, that's
you know
true.
what?
You guys taking a dump? That's so cool.
Oh my gosh.
Outside of 6 to 10, I don't think you need to know if I'm taking a dump.
Well, they like to know that you got up at 1 a.m. Like I'm up at 1 a.m.
Very
and I'm,
interesting.
you know, having a good time with myself.
But outside of 6 to 10 a.m., I think people have had enough of me from 6 to 10 that they don't need to find out what park bench I'm sitting on.
They want to know if T-Man burned his mouth on hot soup at the Chinese restaurant.
During lunchtime.
Very interesting.
With a trench coat on.
Oh, jeez.
Waiting for the bell to ring.
With a bag of candy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, got it.
And the minivan waiting.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because that's what people think of me, Terry. You know, they think I'm absolute utter scum. But, you know, I just don't see myself ever entering any kind of Twitter entries. I just like keeping up on the people that interest me outside of 6 to 10 o'clock. All right?
I just got asked to follow someone, or I got asked to have somebody follow me.
Well, I have tons of followers, but I've never made a post ever, which is always fascinating to me.
Yeah, that's weird.
And it's what's really interesting is you people must really look hard to find me because I don't even have my Twitter account under T-Man. I have it under my real name, which a lot of people know.
Right.
Is Rob Tepper, but they don't.
They don't really.
The average person doesn't know that. Some people do, but most people don't. And yet I still have a lot of followers, and I wonder what they're waiting for because I'm not going to post.
They're still following you around.
All right? My first post, if I ever post, is going to be, stop following me!
Get away. You should do that.
Idiots!
Tell everyone.
So
they're waiting for a post, man. They're dying to know.
I like to follow the people that interest me outside of 6 to 10 o'clock. If you are interested in what's in my mind, well, this is the time to find out. And as you can clearly conclude this morning, there's really nothing going on my mind today. All right?
Gotcha.
I want to hear about the big lunch today. You know,
right. I mean, you could be doing it live, talking about what you're having. Oh, they just served,
It's fascinating, isn't it?
Salmon or beef? I have no idea. Somebody help me. I'll Twitter this.
Other than Tanning Tatum, what's his name? Channing Tatum, pooping chocolate sauce, that's all I have for you today.
That's it. Well, that's better than nothing. I'll take it.
All right? I think people are getting jealous of the Twitter world out there, and they're trying to put out some very damaging, false data of how people get sick of it in a month. People didn't know from Twitter over the past bunch of months. Twitter has come on stronger than any website that I can ever recall in the history of the internet.
I would agree.
I agree.
Okay?
No one's fighting you on that. Right.
MySpace was huge, but it took a while for it to gain momentum, all right?
MySpace always had that black cloud, too, you know.
I was talking to people about MySpace before they finally caught on, and then slowly but surely the MySpace world took off. It wasn't just out of nowhere in a meteoric juggernaut rise. That's what Twitter has been. Because I'm telling you, Christmas Cruise, Goofy and Mickey and all the bunch. And I first hear the word Twitter, I'm like, what the hell is that? And here I am, a mere what seems like an eternity, but it's only 4 months later.
Right.
And now Twitter is all the rage.
No,
you can't
so
go.
agree.
It's almost getting annoying.
Right.
I can even acknowledge that as much as people are talking about Twitter this, Twitter that, and all these shows saying Twitter, and Oprah's walking her dog and twittering about it and stuff like that. And,
She ain't one.
and I follow her, but, you know.
No, I totally agree with you. I mean, in businesses and sports teams and all that are totally on board.
I think a lot of these other websites are jealous of how Twitter has taken the world by storm. Not only that, but a lot of companies are looking to buy Twitter. Google has been in discussions to buy Twitter.
How much?
And they may be trying to knock down the asking price by saying, oh, you're just a fad, you're just a flash in the pan, and if you don't take this offer now, you won't be worth as much tomorrow.
All right, see ya.
But Twitter is not sold out to Google, or I know there's been other companies, like even the New York Times made an offer trying to stay relevant in this day and age and not go bankrupt, and made an offer to buy Twitter.
Not a bad idea.
That would be a disaster.
Really?
Well, for the Twitter fans.
Oh,
if
right.
The New York Times bought it.
Oh, I think it'd be good for New York Times.
Even if Google bought it, I think it would be a disappointment. I like Twitter to stay, whoever Twitter is.
Stay true, Twitter.
Whoever Jack Twitter is.
Oh, he was great on Three's Company.
I want him to hold on to his little thing for a little while before some big company gets a hold of it and commercializes it and all that crap. And before you know it, you see banner ads and all this crud, and leave it as it is for a while.
Right.
Now, is there room for another social networking site? Because I thought after MySpace and Facebook, done. That's it.
Yeah, you would think, but
Well, Twitter's
definitely different.
Twitter's become such a solid brand name now that I have to answer no. Too late to the party.
Really?
Yes.
They'll find something. They'll find a niche. Someone will find a niche.
All Twitter did is rip off the status updates of Facebook and run with it.
Right. That's all it is,
really
right?
all they did.
Yeah.
Yep.
And yet it works.
Keep it simple.
Mm-hmm. Microblogging. People don't want to hear long-winded, this right down an alley, long, overdone blogs. Put it in a sentence, and I'm on my way.
So last weekend we went to visit my parents in Spokane.
I'm
and
done with you.
We drove, and it was so fun. We had snacks. And
put it in 10 words or less.
I packed a cooler, and it was great. And Jack, he was really restless the whole time in the back seat, and you know, I wasn't sure what to do. So I called my friend who's a nurse.
Okay, I gotta go. I gotta go see fighting.
She said maybe colicky, but I'm not really sure. So we gave him a little gripe water, and it seemed to work for 10 minutes. And
time for this commercial.
The time we got to kill him.
Coming up in the next 10 minutes.
But I can't right now, so baby, kiss me through the phone. Kiss me through the phone. I'll see you later on. Kiss me through the phone.
It's Cube 93.
Do you think we should get a big TV like one of those 42-inch or 50-inch models?
Those are great, and the prices have gotten lower.
I know. I saw a Panasonic 42-inch for just $749 and a 50-inch for just $999. Those seem like really good deals.
Not so fast. We need to be careful and make sure we get the best deal. Let's check some other prices on Panasonic.
You're right. Video only has a $150 rebate on those models. So we could get the new 2009 50-inch for $999 and then get $150 back.
And with that extra money, we could look at a Blu-ray player.
Or maybe a new camera so I can take some really good pictures.
Which we could see on the new TV because Panasonics have a built-in memory card.
678 998 Baby, you know that I miss you. I wanna get with you tonight, but I cannot, baby girl, and that's the issue. Girl, you know I miss you. I just wanna kiss you, but I can't right now, so baby, kiss me through the phone. Kiss me through the phone. I'll see you later on. Kiss me through the phone. Kiss me through the phone. See you when I get home.
A Craigslist poster looking for a woman to have sex with, then murder, has been formally charged. Sean Tyler Skelton of Kent faces one charge of conspiracy to commit murder in the second degree.
Okay.
Court papers describe his email exchanges with an undercover officer.
Now, this is getting a little out of control, don't you think? First off, we all heard about the blonde, Frankenstein-looking guy who has been charged with the Craigslist murders, whose fiance, by the way, just came out a couple of days ago saying she's still in love with him as she's getting ready to spend life in prison. She still is as in love with him as she was before she found out he is the Craigslist killer. But now, in almost a copycat kind of goofy fashion, some guy put out a big ad saying, I would like to meet up with someone to have sex with and then kill.
Oh, my God.
And obviously, it seems to me,
In that order, right?
like this guy is clearly having fun with the whole Craigslist killer thing, but they're taking it so seriously that they've arrested him now.
Well,
I have a question about that I don't understand.
Yes.
So he didn't kill anybody, right?
No.
He said he wanted me.
He put an ad blatantly saying, I would like someone who's willing to meet up with me, have sex with me, and then I will go on to kill them.
Right.
He put it that blatant and like
he's
almost
clearly kidding, right?
Yes, almost in a mocking type of fashion for all the people that in a stupid way go and meet up with Craigslist strangers and put themselves in invulnerable kinds of situations.
Here's a big one.
But the police were forced to take it seriously,
Right.
and they've arrested this guy from Kent. He's a local guy.
We love it here. We
But
love
the
it.
thing
Any
is,
other
We
story?
love to goof on all the ridiculousnesses of the
Yes.
world. That's right. I said ridiculousnesses.
Is a word.
Look it up.
I mean, but really, even though you assume he's gonna, it is joking, and it probably is, you just never know. So it's better to be safe than sorry, right?
Really? It doesn't scream out to you as a guy just having fun with the whole
Maybe that's what he wants you to believe. Oh, no one's gonna believe it, and then all of a sudden,
So it's double reverse psychology. Wow.
you just never know, and they're
Can't
just
follow.
being safe. I mean,
So the authorities had no choice but to take it seriously and arrest the guy who put out an ad saying, I would like a girl to call me back or meet up with me so I can have sex with her and then kill her.
sure.
Ooh, that's just the guy I've been looking for. Can you meet me at South Center at 5?
I can't wait to die. I'm so
Well,
excited.
you know, some woman is going to answer the ad
Really?
just out of curiosity and say,
Of
"Oh, you
course
were
she is.
joking, weren't you?" And he's going to say, "Yeah, I was just joking, whatever."
So it's like someone who hides in plain sight. This is a guy who
There you
really
go.
did want to have sex and kill someone and thought he could throw everyone off the track by writing an ad saying, I want to find someone who will have sex with me so then I can go on and kill them.
It sounds outlandish,
It's
but
a
guess
guy
what?
goofing around, and now the guy, as stupid as anyone, has gotten himself arrested.
Well,
because they took his goof.
got to take it serious.
Got to take it seriously. Really? You can't actually use...
But it's also making an example out of him, saying, letting people know, look, quit, messing around. This isn't a funny thing, and we're going to come down on people.
But it is kind of a funny thing. It is kind of a funny thing that people actually meet up with strangers and expect that they're perfectly safe.
I know.
Even though there's a dumpster right behind them.
I understand that, but...
Oh, when gay phone operator writes, I want to rip someone a new one. I mean, that's violent. Does he get arrested? You got to take it serious.
Gay phone operator has been dancing through raindrops of all sorts and all types and all kinds for a long time now. And as big as he is, one of those drops is due to hit him smack right in the middle of the head at some point. Not that I'm rooting for that.
Oh, wow.
But I've been trying to, and we all been trying to coerce him out of his ridiculous ways, and I'm not making any references to his sexual orientation, but the way he solicits himself is due to come back to haunt him at some point. All right? He'll have a tiki torch up his ass by this time next month if he's not careful.
Oh, wait.
Planted in the ground.
You're acting like he doesn't want that.
A little harder, please.
Yeah, exactly. I don't feel it yet.
But are you serious? This guy puts an ad up saying, I would like to meet up with some girl to have sex with and then kill. And they actually came to his house, surrounded his home, and took him into custody.
Yep.
They couldn't suspend their mind for a second and say, okay, this guy's goofing around with all the things that we kind of joke about when we talk about all the people that will, for whatever reason, throw themselves out there without any real protection. I'm not talking about condoms. And risk their lives by meeting strangers on Craigslist. And now this guy is in jail.
Well, I guess we won't be doing that.
Joke's on him.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
People in Seattle are pretty cynical. They're pretty good senses of humor for the most part. I'm sure he's kidding.
He put the ad up, and then all of a sudden he's looking out his window like, oh, my gosh, they're actually here to arrest me.
They don't look like they want to hunt me. I'm not guessing that works.
And I can't kill
The
all
police
of them.
are seriously going to arrest me. Do you believe this crap?
He probably freaked
He
out.
probably freaked out.
Well, that's the risk you run.
It's really funny. I want to have sex with somebody
And you're
kill them.
saying he got
That is the risk that you
he
run.
got what he deserved.
Absolutely.
He's trying to have a little fun with this.
Well,
I think it's
A
really
Craigslist poster looking for a woman to have sex with, then murder, has been formally charged. Sean Tyler Skelton of Kent.
Well, when your name is Sean Tyler Skelton, they have to take it seriously.
He sounds like a troublemaker, doesn't
what
he?
is it with the...
Mm-hmm. You got 3 names, and your last name is Skelton.
Yeah.
A little too close to skeleton.
Faces one charge of conspiracy to commit murder in the second degree.
Was he really going to commit murder in the second degree because he posted it on
You can
Craigslist?
never be too sure, can you?
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
In this case, this is probably the only one on Craigslist you could eliminate from potential murder.
And how well do you know this man? Just because not well at all.
Given the news of the week, he's joking around. My gosh.
Court papers describe his email exchanges with an undercover officer searching for a woman to have sex with and kill for $2,000. Investigators say Skelton confessed to planning the crime and was carrying it.
Okay, there is some bit of the story that goes on to say that he showed up with a knife, a chain, and a rope, but...
No,
really? It's just a joke.
It was all part of the gag, Terry.
I find humor in that.
You don't put up on Craigslist that you want someone to meet up with you so you can have sex with them and kill them and then actually go ahead and do it. Come on.
Oh, sex was good. All right, you know what's next. So.
He was joking around with someone who actually answered his ad, so then he had to go through with the gag and show up with the knife, the chain, and the rope.
All right. That's the way you want to approach it.
Maybe
Oh,
you wanna
that was
play
a good joke.
He's the least of your Craigslist worries.
I want to play a real-life game of Clue.
He was joking around. Am I right or no?
That's what I think, but I don't know.
It has to be.
But he showed up with all this stuff. Who shows up with that
He's
kind of stuff?
protecting himself. He doesn't know who he's, you know? It's for self-protection, self-defense. Plus, there was this Craigslist story recently of the guy that attacked a kid with a hammer. A guy and a woman went to go buy a car, and they brought cash.
That's right.
He started to beat the crap out of him with a hammer and tried to rob him.
So I guess they arrested the dude walking into a hotel armed, but still.
Yeah, he's kidding around.
Got to follow through with the gag.
It's a total gag.
Has to be.
Well,
it's the timing of his post.
As sensitive as we are these days,
Yeah.
you just don't joke around like that.
All right. Anyway.
And that's what you get. So.
I don't know what's going on.
And especially you don't push it to the limit.
I've never been able to figure out Ken, so I'm not going to start now.
He really thought that somebody was just going to let him kill him. Okay.
Yeah, I'm your girl.
Yeah. I can't wait. Just to give me
I think
some-
I'm perfect for you. I meet the criteria. I'm one of the all-time great dyers.
Here, I'll practice for you right here.
He really thought... You're telling me he really wanted to kill someone? He really thought someone was going to answer his ad and be willing to have sex with him and then be killed?
Hiding in plain sight. But whatever. You don't believe in that kind of stuff? Fine, so be it. It's a big joke.
It is a big joke because of the... All right, I told you because of the timing.
I
All right, anyway,
understand.
you shouldn't have showed up at the hotel with a knife and a rope. But anyway.
Yeah. How about not?
Once you get in deep in the gag, you got to follow through with it.
Really?
Yeah, I agree, man. It's all part, you got to stay in
Can't
character.
be real. You got to stay in character.
No way he thought that someone was going to let him kill him. There's no way.
You can't tell people you're going to show up at the Halloween costume party as Borat and then not put the wig on.
Right. Well, you can't bring him home to dinner. Mom, Dad, this is the guy that's going to kill me. So shortly after dinner. Doesn't make sense.
It's fine.
So don't hold back on all the fixings tonight. Your award-winning yams, I'm expecting, and a nice...
Because it'll be my last meal.
A nice pre-meal prayer.
The suspect wanted to be paid $2,000 to be killed. That's what it says. What are you going to do with the money when you're dead? Why would you want to be paid?
So wait, the poster was asking to be killed?
Yeah, the undercover cop. Well, the undercover cop was agreeing to it, right? Isn't that what happened?
Wait, was the poster saying I want to have sex with someone and then kill them, or I want to have sex with someone and then have them kill me?
I thought he wanted to kill them.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Right. But the person who's saying, yeah, you can kill me, but I want $2,000 for it. Why would they want $2,000? What kind of sense does that make? What are you going to do with it?
You take it to the next life.
Oh, yeah? All right. What are you going to buy?
Well, not many babies are born in the next life with $2,000 on them.
Yeah, that's true.
Come out of the VJ. All right, let me go on a shopping spree.
Wouldn't that be a payday, huh? 9 pounds, 2 ounces, and $2,000. All right. Finally worth it.
Oh, no, this is all
Doesn't make any
weird.
sense.
It doesn't make much sense. Keith, you're on the air. He wants to try to make some sense out of this. Yes, Keith. Welcome.
Yeah, I believe he was going to collect the $2,000 after he killed the perpetrator.
Oh, really?
So he put the ad up saying, I want someone to answer this ad who's willing to let me have sex with them, and then upon
completion.
Yes, I will then take out whatever weapon I choose to kill you. Plus, I would like you to give me $2,000 in between me
It's a
despooging and
desperate
pulling
crime
out the knife where I slash your throat. That's
Sounds like a pretty good deal for him, man.
And he had 97 responses.
Right, he beat him away, man.
Responded for like a week and a half, too.
People did.
This doesn't strike you, considering the timing of all the notoriety that the actual real Craigslist killer got, the one that actually was a danger and a threat amongst all the others that are hiding in the shadows. This doesn't strike you as a guy in Kent trying to have fun with all that's been in the headlines and stuff like that?
I think he's just crazy because his fiance too is like she was on the news yesterday talking about, oh, he's a great guy.
No,
he's going through some problems.
I thought it was the fiance of the actual real Craigslist killer, the blonde guy that's been parading around the courtrooms lately. That's the one who came out and said, I'm still in love with my fiance.
Yeah, well, his girlfriend was on the...
You're getting the guys mixed up.
See what's happening
I'm
now.
talking about the copycat follow-up guy.
That's what I'm talking about, too. I'm with you.
Oh, I love when your voice gets high like that.
Wow, that sounded really cool.
That's the one whose fiance came out and said, I still love him? No.
Okay, maybe it was...
You got it mixed up. Yeah, it was the fiance of the real guy who was acting... Yeah, who was acting like, I want to meet you, and then he would take him to hotels, and in a D.C. hotel room, he actually killed a model.
Right, that's different. The Kent guy's girlfriend...
Yeah, that guy really needed to be taken seriously. He was creepy. He was going behind the shadows. He wasn't posting ads saying, I want to kill people.
Right.
That's why it's a desperate cry for help. He's going through some issues, apparently.
Really?
His girlfriend was being interviewed.
You see the Kent guy as a desperate cry for help, and you don't see it as some guy just having fun.
No, because he's crazy. He's absolutely crazy.
Where'd you go?
His girlfriend...
Did you go to Kent Meridian with him, or why are you acting like you know so much?
I saw the lady talking. They
On
wouldn't
the
show her
news.
face.
On the news.
She's a plumper girl from Auburn or Kent or something.
What?
She's a plumper girl?
What's
Plump.
Uh-huh.
Plump girl.
Oh, plumper girl. I thought it was like an epidural, but fatter.
I enjoy a nice plumper from time to time
Plumper
on the website.
girl.
Plumper sex, enter.
I think it was on Channel 4. So
Oh,
you
yeah,
can
Channel 4.
probably check.
Yes. Dennis Bounds.
The old Channel 4. He's Channel 5.
Mm-hmm. Kelly Gregson, Dennis Bounds. Anyway,
Dennis Bounds, the greatest voice in radio.
yeah, thanks for clearing nothing up. I appreciate it, Keith. Take care. All right.
Too bad he's on TV.
Patty.
Yes, I've got all the information correct. You guys have it all mixed up.
Yeah, we
I've met a couple of guys on Craigslist, so
You've met up with a couple of guys on Craigslist?
I've met up with a couple of guys on Craigslist.
And how's that worked out for you? Well, you're still alive to tell about it,
Yeah,
so
no
that's
kidding.
good.
I'm still
You haven't
alive
met
to
up
tell
with
about it. Actually, very good experiences. So
very good experiences?
yeah.
All right. What kind of ads have you answered on Craigslist that you feel like you were at no risk and was the greatest experience, and you're glad you went through with it?
You post your own ad. You don't respond to ads.
So you posted an ad that said what?
Looking for a friend with benefits.
So you think that if you post the ad that you're more secure and in a safe kind of posture than if you were to answer ads?
No, I mean you do things to make yourself feel more secure. But I mean,
probably because you have
I mean,
control.
take your pick. Ted Bundy comes over, or you go to Ted Bundy's house. What's the difference, really? Right? I mean, is it the same thing?
Now, I'm sorry to have to point out, you can't really, I don't mean to insult you, but you can't really be all that hot if you need to post ads to look for a friend with benefits when there are so many guys. I would think that if you were remotely attractive, that you wouldn't need to go on Craigslist to find a guy willing to have sex with you with no strings attached.
Well, it's an ongoing thing, and if you're looking for particular things that you want the guys to do,
You just can't find that in any bank or any grocery store.
Right.
You got to go to Craigslist. Is that what you're telling me?
There's guys that would leave work to do that.
It's the anonymous sort of
Right, and you can't exactly go up to some guy.
Yeah, you can. That's what she's
publicly.
doing on Craigslist, basically. She's going up to random guys. She's just not doing it face to face.
And by the way, she can do it right up to random guys. There's guys that would leave their jobs to go have sex with her. Okay, it's not that hard. Guys are.
Do you guys want the details though? Because you've got it screwed up.
All right.
Okay.
I'm more interested in your postings now, to be honest, than this stupid guy in Kent that got himself all kinds of trouble. You don't weigh under 190 pounds, but okay, go ahead. Continue on.
Hey now.
All right,
hey
give me whatever details you want to give me. I'm listening.
Okay, so he was talking to the undercover cop, and the other undercover cop decided to take it a step further and ask if he would kill someone else instead of the cop for $2,000. He said yes,
Right.
and he showed up with the knife and the rope. So he was going to kill the
that's
person.
why.
Now back to your friends with benefits
You are
postings.
so done with the story.
You've met up with 2 guys, or you've met up with how many guys since?
I've met up with 2 guys in the past 5 years.
2
And
guys
they
in
were
5 years. And how many sessions did you have with each guy?
Too many to count.
So you lost count with both guys on how many sexual sessions you had because
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem meeting guys as far as dating and stuff, but if you want something a little wild or freaky, it's hard to go up to a guy you're just dating.
But the
say,
results of your experiences is you are 2 for 2, 2 attempts and 2 success stories in putting postings up and weeding through all the responses and meeting up with 2 guys that you met and had sex with more than times than you could count, and it was a great experience for you.
Yes.
Like, were there, I have so many questions.
I did have a question.
There was never a moment where they had their hands around your neck and you got a little concerned for half a second.
Not unless it was requested, right? I have a quick question. You said that you can't. Obviously, you like to do really freaky things because that's why you're doing this, correct?
That you can't find just
That you can't
anywhere
fi-
on the
right.
streets.
So
she's
for
got to solicit them
right.
specifically for these talents.
So give us an example.
For example, pegging.
Huh?
Pegging.
Pegging.
Okay.
Strap-on use on a guy.
What was that? We're going to pretend like we know what pegging is, but we're really waiting for an answer. What is
Strap-on
pegging?
use on a guy.
Say one more time.
Strap-on use on a guy.
Strap-on use on a guy.
Yeah. I mean, if you're dating someone, he may or may not be into that, but you're going to take 3 or 4 months to find out.
So you like to butt ram your random strangers with a strap on, and you like to call it pegging because it sounds so simple and.
That's the actual term for it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 229 shots. Oh, sorry. What did I say?
And this is something that you don't feel comfortable soliciting out there in your local club or in your local library or in a grocery store by giving a little grocery store clerk a quick wink and meet me here and let's go over there so I can strap it on.
Oh, maybe she does need Craigslist. Never mind.
So,
Okay.
and you advertise on your Craigslist posting that this is something that they should be prepared for.
Well, I just advertise that I want someone who is very experimental in bed. So it's not just that. I mean,
So you don't get specific with your interest in pegging them. If I'm using the terminology right.
You begged it.
You just say looking for really wide open experiences.
Oh, yeah, extra wide.
And they get the idea that you're looking to be the penetrator.
I mean, that's not the only thing.
Mm-hmm. But
That was just an example of
Terry
one
asked for an
of the
example, and
things.
oh, you got one.
Wow, that's a great example.
That was the first one that came to mind.
Yeah.
So it's not just for sex then. I mean, she can have sex anytime she wants, right?
And how hard
That's what she's saying.
how hard a thruster are we in our pegging moments?
Would you like to experience?
I'm just curious. No, I'm not really asking for myself.
It depends on how much experience they've had.
So you let them determine how hard they're prepared to handle it.
Human beings are fun.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not.
You won't thrust hard against their will if it looks like they're struggling through the situation.
You gotta be gentle the first
Not.
time.
I mean, I've had the same happen to me. So.
Oh, wow.
With a strap on or with a real authentic schlong? With both?
Exactly.
Wow. She's been pegged.
Whenever you see a woman like with a strap on, they don't look like they're doing it right.
So
for some
men
reason.
will strap. Oh, it's women that strap one on. Or have men ever strapped one on and pegged you?
I don't think men need to.
A woman can do it, and a man can.
She's had men strap one on and pegged her because it's
Then you can have.
maybe it's a little more solid than some of the men she's hanging around with. Wow. Well, Patty, I'm so glad that you are 2 for 2 with your Craigslist pegging experiences. And I'm glad this brings you such satisfaction that you are not going to let some Craigslist killer end your fun in your little freaky world. Now, are you a married woman and this is all happening behind your husband's back, or you're a single person?
I'm separated.
You're separated.
He couldn't stand the pegging anymore.
But
Actually, no, he was not. He was not experimental enough.
were you married when you started this whole behind-the-scenes Craigslist freaky little society thing going?
We had problems, and we were separating. When
Yeah, I got the sense that you are separated now, but you were still in.
When I posted my first ad, I was still together.
Yeah, and your husband had no idea what was going on behind his back. Like, there are married guys driving to work right now having to wonder, could this be my wife? My beautiful.
Well, he knows. I told him.
Oh, you
I
did?
mean,
Oh, so it didn't
yeah.
happen behind his back. You told your husband.
I told him after I posted. I said I'm going to meet someone else.
Oh, well, go off, have a great time. As long as dinner's warm.
Gosh, what a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
Wife's out there giving it to some guy in the rump. Not good. Coming home with those dirty hands and making dinner.
Okay, but we're having lamb chops for dinner after all that's done, or what?
Yeah, right.
Patty, I thank you for your contributions this morning.
And thanks for being so.
You check in every once in a while and let us know how your days are going.
Just a random caller, too.
Wow, that is. I mean, I didn't expect
Yeah.
that kind of example.
Patty strapping it on like a tool belt.
They don't do it right, though. Every time I see it, it doesn't look like they're moving right.
Wow.
Oh, like woman on woman.
We got to leave it to the experts like you.
I guess so.
They don't move right. It just looks weird.
Well, if you move right, unlike the masses that Hotshot has been very frustrated with, maybe you want to give 229 Shot a call.
Oh, man.
Because he seems like he's at the end of his pegging rope,
Yeah,
and he's just waiting for someone who could actually move right to make it happen for him.
I'm not a very good bottom, apparently.
Apparently not.
But you got potential.
Oh, jeez.
Wow. What the hell was that all about?
Whoa.
I like how it's just a random caller. We didn't even solicit someone to call up with
Right.
that.
How come she's not being arrested? How come the dude who's obviously playing a joke, I'm sorry, I'm sticking with it, in Kent, who posts up on Craigslist that he wants to meet up with someone, have sex with them, and kill them. This is what the police are following up on? Someone who puts up a posting like that? That's the least of your Craigslist worries.
But you can never.
Then
I mean,
he showed
again-
up with the knife.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
okay.
Well, and remember.
Paid cash and
Probably because he was set up in some fashion.
But remember too. Yeah, they tried to solicit him to kill somebody else at the end of it. So.
All right, how much is in it for me?
Right.
Yeah, well, it started off as a joke, but this is now an offer I can't refuse.
I can use the money.
Mm-hmm. Who can't use the money these days?
Oh, jeez, that's crazy.
Patty.
Yeah.
Her name is Patty.
Oh, she must be super hot.
Need we say more?
I spent my money. I'm out of control. Q93 is helping your bank. I'm king of C-Time, and I'm giving the crown. Find up for numbers, win up my money. Q93.com now.
Yeah, this is your boy Flo Rida, and you know I had to team up with Q93 and give them some of my money. $10,000, baby.
Start collecting on Flo Rida's money Monday at 8:10.
Q93 is down now. Only with your boy Flo Rida and Cube 93.
Hey everybody, it's the T-Man for the Pawn Exchange. Now here's the ultimate recycling tip for you. You can recycle your gold and turn it into cold hard cash at the Pawn Exchange. Don't leave it lying around doing nothing for you. Don't mail it into some company you've never heard of. Bring it into the Pawn Exchange and walk out with the cash you need, that you deserve. And do it today at the Pawn Exchange.
Pawn Exchange, 27 clean, bright, and friendly locations from Bellingham to Olympia. Go to pawnexchange.com for the location nearest you. Great deals, instant cash, satisfaction guaranteed.
Margaret, I'm not really who I say I am.
You're not a salad?
Not technically. I'm a new, fully loaded taco salad from Taco Bell.
Not technically a salad?
Well, look at my chicken, cheese, rice, and beans. Look at my crunchy tortilla shell. Have you ever seen a salad with all this good stuff?
Does this mean you're not technically a secret agent? Not technically a bounty hunter? Not technically an international diamond smuggler?
Pretty much. But most of all, I'm not technically a salad.
Actually, I knew that.
You did?
Yeah, I mean, you're loaded with all of that tasty stuff. I was just playing along.
Are you mad?
Of course not, because I'm not really a millionaire heiress. And my name's not Margaret.
Introducing Taco Bell's new, fully loaded taco salads. Your choice of chicken and zesty ranch dressing or steak and creamy chipotle.
Most of that this shit didn't even have to happen, but you don't think about it when you're out there trapping in apartments, hanging, smoking and rapping. Thought this shit. Next thing you know, we capping, get locked up, then didn't even get mad. Now think about damn what a life I had. Most of that this shit look back, just laugh. Some shit still look back, get sad. Maybe my homeboy still be around, had a knife hit the nigga in the mouth that time. I won that fight, I lost that war. I can still see my nigga walking out that door. Man, who'da thought I'd never see for lunch no more? Got enough dead homies, I don't want no more. Cost a nigga his jaw, cost me more. I done took that, but now for sure. Now think before I risk my life. Take them chances to get my strike. A nigga put his hands on me, alright. Otherwise, stand there talking shit all night. Cause I hit you and you sue me. I shoot you, get locked up, who me? Hey, no more straight, now I'm straight. Now I get it, now I take time to think before I make mistakes just for my family's sake. That part of me left yesterday. The heart of me is strong today. No regrets, I'm blessed to say the old me dead and gone away.
I've been traveling on this road too long. Just trying to find my way back home. The old me is dead and gone, dead and gone. And I've been traveling on this road too long. Just trying to find my way back home. The old me is dead and gone, dead and gone. I turn my head to the east, I don't see nobody by my side. I turn my head to the west, still nobody inside. So I turn my head to the north, swallow that pill that they call pride. That old me's dead and gone, but that new me'll be alright. I turn my head to the east, I don't see nobody by my side. I turn my head to the west, still nobody inside. So I turn my head to the north, swallow that pill that they call pride. That old me's dead and gone, but that new me'll be alright. Cause I've been traveling on this road too long. Just trying to find my way back home. The old me is dead and gone, dead and gone. And I've been traveling on this road too long. Just trying to find my way back home. The old me is dead and gone, dead and gone.
You might be aware, Terry, that text messages rolling all morning long at 97373. Don't you know? That's 97373. Now, I know you're only interested in your Terry Cam world, but texters have a place on the show as well.
I know they do.
And at 8:24 and 27 seconds, somebody writes, T-Man, did Pasty answer that Kent man's Craigslist ad? It might be his only chance to hook it up.
His only chance.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Oh, boy, I'm sure he loves that.
He's not smiling. 8:19 and 6 seconds. Somebody writes, T-Man, are you really that dumb? If someone writes on Craigslist that they want to meet someone and have sex with them and then kill them, they should be immediately put in a padded room laughing all by themselves. I don't know. I'm sorry. When I first heard the story of a Kent guy writing on Craigslist that he wanted to meet up with someone so he could have sex with them and kill them, I thought it was some big gag and assumed he was the least of the worries in the Craigslist world.
Right.
This was the last guy
Right.
that you actually had to worry about on Craigslist amongst all the others that even claim that they're just trying to get rid of their UW tickets.
19-year-old frat boy, never been laid. That's what I pictured.
But no.
But no, now he's arrested, and apparently he was some serious sex offender of some sort. So I guess the joke's on me.
He's still kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they actually found 20 bodies under his house. He's kidding around.
What do you know?
He's kidding around.
Yeah, let's see here. 8:19 and 8 seconds due. Somebody writes, 2 motorcycle cops are currently on southbound I-5 in the South Center area clocking people. All right, thanks for the heads up.
Oh, good to know.
I was just about to pass on by. Oh, there I go.
Seems like there's cops everywhere these days. No?
Oh, believe me.
Is there more than ever? Or no?
Oh, yeah, because economies and I'm sure it was handed down from the very tippy top of all state government. They're saying, hey, we need to get some revenue going. Jack up.
Stimulate it.
Jack up the quotas of the tickets you hand out, because a lot of that money gets funneled to the construction projects. And if you're noticing more people getting tickets than ever before, I don't think it's a coincidence. I mean, I've never seen it discussed anywhere. I've never seen any news story on it, but I just go on the assumption that considering how bad economies are and everywhere in this country, that they just had some non-discussed meeting where they told all the cops, hey, your quota got ramped up by 100%.
I see a minimum of 2 or 3 every day on the way home.
I just got one the other day again.
Oh,
I got pulled over for being in the carpool lane.
Ooh.
And I was barely doing anything. 46 and a 30? Really? You going to pull me over for that? All right. Say in court.
30s are tough, man. Everyone speeds through 30s.
And the guy was going the opposite direction. Can you really get...
No, that's bullcrap.
He's going the opposite direction. He makes a U-E.
Can't
Gets
radar
behind
you.
me. You can't radar me when you go in the opposite direction. At least that's my story.
That's crap.
Mm-hmm.
Leave me alone.
But yeah, they're getting everyone everywhere at all times, and don't blame. They're just the messengers. Don't blame.
That's true.
I'm trying to
Because
it's a moment for you, Terry. Don't blame those who are at the side of your window. They were told that they have no choice but to jack up the quota. I guarantee it.
It's their
Between
job.
Mercer Island and Snoqualmie on I-90, packed everywhere.
I'm sure.
Every little nook they can hide, they're there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's not a coincidence. If you're not driving the speed limit, believe it or not, these days, you're in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So 2 people on I-5 southbound.
All right.
Clocking some very nice commuters just trying to get to work at a faster rate of speed.
I myself have got a speeding ticket right in that exact same spot. I was like, I have a 4-cylinder. I can't be going that fast. It's uphill. Oh, you were, sir. Damn it.
I was driving by a motorcycle officer yesterday, and they told me to slow down.
Did you hit on him?
No, they told me to slow down.
Oh, nice.
And I was going
I
67.
saw a cop. This guy, he stands in the lane and just tells the guy to pull over. Like, doesn't even get in the back on his bike. He does nothing.
He just stops.
He stopped in the middle of the lane. And he just waved him over, and the guy stopped. And he doesn't have to even get in his car or his bike.
I know.
Lazy ass.
8:09 and 10 seconds. I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. I was reading.
I know. We're used to it. That's
Yeah,
okay.
we
Is that
are.
funny or no?
I thought it
always
was
listen.
interesting.
Anyway,
Everything I
it
say,
probably
I
was
think is
interesting. I wasn't listening. I
Oh.
can't tell you if it was interesting enough. Someone's saying swine flu has closed a school. It doesn't say what school, but I guess it's in Western Washington for 1 week. You have any reports on that, Terry?
No. but I
We'll
can
keep
look it up.
posted on that. Not really. What else is going on? What do you have?
I have a story out of Enumclaw where a woman from Enumclaw is accused of calling in a bomb threat at a casino in order to stop her husband from gambling.
Well, if you can't pry your husband away from the blackjack table, that you have to get to the last payphone on earth going, I planted a bomb under the roulette wheel.
How do you do that?
Just to get your husband to get out of the casino. Something says maybe a call to Gamblers Anonymous might be more
I
effective.
think that would work much better.
What casino was it? Does it say?
It does. Muckleshoot Casino.
Muckleshoot.
Yep. Apparently, the woman was afraid that they'd saved up some money for a car, and he took all the money for the car, and she's like...
Person on the other end of the bomb threat call was probably like, yeah, whatever, lady. We've heard that one before. I saw your husband. I saw you begging him to go home with you. He ain't leaving, and we ain't taking your call seriously. Bye.
That's definitely not the first one they've got.
Did they shut down the Muckleshoot when the bomb threat came in? Probably not.
Doesn't say anything about it being shut down. No.
She called in a bomb threat to get her husband to stop playing what? What was he playing? Does it say?
Doesn't say.
Does it matter?
Everything.
It doesn't matter, right?
He
You
was
name it.
playing everything. Yeah, I've lost our rent money, but I got a lot of free drinks.
Right.
And I'll steal some Sweet and Lows. Get even.
Apparently, the casino just took in security measures, and
Yeah, they ain't telling you
we're
what to
on
live.
higher alert.
I'm sorry, I can't comment, Terry. It's a very sensitive subject.
So, anyway, she's being charged with calling in a bomb threat.
She's being charged.
Yes.
I actually feel a little sorry for her. Trying anything she can to save the kids' meal money.
Right.
Get her husband to leave the casino. He's like, leave me alone, Battle Axe.
Wow, that's nice.
She's at the end of her rope, and she calls it a bomb threat.
God.
They probably saw the caller ID, said, yeah, 2 yards away.
Just down the block.
I probably thought it was someone else that lost all their money. Pissed off.
Erica, you're on the air. What do you got?
Hi, T-Man.
Hi.
Hi, I'm just calling to let you know I watched the news this morning. It was KCBQ 13, and they said that it was Madrona in Seattle.
Oh, yeah, because that's where one
It's
of...
closed?
Yeah, it's closed.
K through 8.
K through 8.
So is this swine flu thing, I can't figure it out. Is it getting out of control, or is it actually more under wraps than they anticipated? Because yesterday there was no cases in Western Washington. Now we wake up this morning, they're saying 5 to 6 cases of swine flu in Western Washington. Is that something that's out of control? Or?
Well, I think...
They say... Sorry.
Yes, go ahead.
They said that it's probable right now that they sent it off, so it's not confirmed just yet. But I started with a boy that's from that school district,
Right.
and so he's in the hospital right now, and they said he's doing fine.
Now, I'm just wondering, like, on the grand scale, like, over the entire globe, or at least in this country.
They said they're at a 5.
Yeah, but is the swine flu kind of, like, really starting to scare people to the point where it's out of control, or should it be...
They said that on a scale of, what is it, up to 6, they're at 5 right now, and 6 is a pandemic. And I told my boss that I wanted to wear a mask at work, but she just laughed at me.
Those masks even work, though? With these tiny little microscopic germs, do these masks really do anything?
Well,
if you're not going to put a biohazard suit on, is it really going to help you to put a stupid surgical mask on?
Or gas mask.
Well, they said it works for the people that actually are sick, that they should wear the mask.
Right.
But
Or
it
stay
might help
home.
for the people that want to stay away from it.
Really? Is it coming to that?
They're prompting
that
people really just if you come down with any of the flu-like symptoms,
Right.
just stay home.
Fine, and that makes sense. But does it make sense if you're perfectly fine to be walking around with a silly little mask on? That's going to be the difference between you getting swine flu or not?
No.
If you didn't have the paper mask on,
Well,
you would have
Do that.
gotten swine flu.
How am I going to eat?
If that's the case, then you better start wearing gloves as well because
Exactly. I'm saying if you're not putting the biohazard suit on,
Right.
then what is the little silly paper mask going to do?
No.
And some people don't even put it around their nose. They just have it around their mouth.
My thing is that I think the people that should wear the mask are the ones that are more susceptible to get sick. Like myself, I've had asthma since I was 9, and I'm 28 now. So I mean, I've got it really bad, and I'm just nervous to get any sort of flu. You know, so.
But I'm still waiting for where we're at with the swine flu. On Friday, we didn't know what swine flu was. On Monday, we were running for our lives.
Right. And
Here
now
we
we're
are now on Thursday. Should it be where we're at the point where 3,000 cases have popped up if it's really something that's going to scare us? Because it seems like it's more of a trickling kind of effect where, yeah, there's a couple here, a couple there, but it doesn't seem like it's by any means out of control at this point.
I think it sounds like more or less that as soon as somebody gets whatever the symptoms are, they definitely, hone in and try and keep it contained.
And I got that, but that doesn't answer my question.
I don't think 2 or 3 cases in a state means panic.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, there's a lot of people in the state last
I'm
I checked.
actually feeling a bit of comfort that it's only a couple here, a couple there. Call me when 5,000 people have it tomorrow that didn't have it yesterday.
Right.
That's not going to be good.
Or when
but
you...
they may just not be diagnosed
Because
yet.
in 1918...
Oh, we took a little trip.
In 1918, let's take a little trip in our time machine.
Okay.
In 1918, 7% of the U.S. population got wiped out because of the Spanish flu. Now, that's significant. All right? I don't think we're nearly close to that yet.
No.
7%.
I know.
Of the United States population died from the Spanish flu in 1918. That's pretty serious.
Yeah.
I don't feel that really
That's
starting to develop here.
That won't happen ever again. Not with the technology we have, and the fact the word
It'll happen
spreads
at
so
some point in the
quickly.
future, but maybe not from this one.
No, but
When the human race comes to an end, it'll be because of some great plague.
Yeah, but not from a flu.
It'll be whatever. What does it matter what it is?
Well,
Some
it
plague.
matters if it's a.
It'll be some virus that can't be cured.
Right, but if the virus turns your organs into liquid, that's a little bit worse than the flu, right?
Well,
the flu's not going to wipe out 7% of
Dying
people.
is dying. If it turns your insides into liquid or it doesn't, if you die, what's the difference of what it did to your insides?
But remember,
I love fighting over this stuff.
We brought up the fact that last year 30-some thousand people died of just regular flu or something.
Mm-hmm. So you're saying everyone that loves to panic over the quote-unquote swine flu, the Miss Piggy flu, has to realize that they're much more in jeopardy of catching the regular old flu and dying than the swine flu. But what you're not mentioning, and I think we pointed this out to you yesterday, and maybe you're forgetting, is that the people that die from the flu, and I think the number is something like 36,000 a year, are all the elderly and infants that are not strong enough to deal with any kind of bug. And the people that are dying of swine flu are like strong teenagers in Mexico that were perfectly healthy and capable one day and dead the next.
I understand.
So this is more frightening from that aspect.
Yes, I would agree.
Now.
Yes.
How serious is this thing getting? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, talk to me Monday. I'm going to need the weekend to sit on it.
Think about it.
Sleep on it, whatever I do on weekends.
But Madrona, that school is closed.
Yes.
That's
K through
official.
8,
Yeah, because they had one kid that
They had
it.
one child.
Well, if you have one kid in a school that gets it, you should shut down the school.
I would agree.
And one kid in the Madrona
K
elementary
through 8,
school?
K through 8.
K through 8. The whole K through 8 is shut down. But the high school's open. Do they have a high school?
I don't know. I don't think so.
It's just called Madrona K through 8. That I know.
Sarah, you're on the air.
What's up, T-Man?
What's up, Sarah?
I just wanted to call and comment on the whole swine flu thing. My aunt works for the CDC in Washington, D.C., and she said that they're not releasing how many people have it until the cases are confirmed for sure, and that's only done through lab testing.
So the numbers are a lot higher than those reported in the press, is what you're saying, because they don't want to say someone has the swine flu until it's absolutely proven in the laboratory of...
Exactly, because we're at the height of flu season anyway.
Really? In April?
So just because you have the flu doesn't mean you have the swine flu.
So it
has to absolutely be confirmed by lab tests.
Well, don't waste my time with any regular old flu right now. If I'm going to get a flu, it better be a good old Miss Piggy flu.
Yeah, you're actually growing a snout. Okay, I have it.
We're in the height of the regular flu season in beginning of May? I mean, we're at May Day here.
In the middle of, that's what... Yeah, we're right in the middle.
Well, you're the one who said we're at the height of flu season. Is May 1st the beginning of flu season? The peak of flu season? I don't think so. I thought it would be more like January.
Flu season. No, it starts then, but we're still in flu season right now.
All right, we're still in it, but we're not at the peak.
Right, not at the peak.
Well, but maybe not the peak of the flu season.
Yeah, that's what it is. All right. Thanks for the call. Anyway.
I should cough on the way out.
I know.
206 421 9393 is the number to call.
So is our aunt telling us it's a lot worse than you think?
I think that's what she was suggesting, that there's I was saying, hey, how come it's just a trickle-down number? If, one day it's 40 cases, the next day it's 55 cases. That doesn't really get me frightened to a large extent. If one day I wake up, maybe tomorrow, and all of a sudden it jumped to 6,000 cases, then maybe I start to have my eyes open over this one. Yeah. But she's saying those numbers are actually more subdued than they should be because they're not releasing cases that aren't absolutely 100% confirmed.
Mm-hmm.
So she's saying, T-Man, you better start panicking.
Yeah, that's what she's saying.
Yeah. We don't like you, T-Man, when you're not panicking is what she's saying. Yes.
All right.
Get your panic hat on right now.
Q93.
Coming up in the next 10 minutes.
93.
Would you like to own a brand new computer and improve your credit at the same time? If you have a bank account and can afford weekly payments of just $29.99, you're already approved for a brand new Dell, HP, or other brand name computer. There's no credit check, so you won't be turned down. Computer Funding says you're approved, guaranteed, even if you have bad or no credit. All you need is a bank account and can afford weekly payments of just $29.99 for only 12 months. We even report on your credit, so you can help start to build or rebuild a positive rating today. Call 1-800-979-8290. Call right now and we'll include a free 20-inch LCD TV and over $300 of additional gifts and upgrades with your paid purchase. Don't wait. Call now for your computer or wireless laptop and help build or rebuild your credit today. Call 1-800-979-8290. 1-800-979-8290. That's 1-800-979-8290.
The sexiest thriller of the year
She was naked in your bed.
is now the #1 movie in America.
This woman is sick! You better do something about this woman, or I will. Not even you are.
Obsessed. Rated PG-13. Now playing.
Mild-mannered software engineer Mike Padilla doesn't get wound up too easily. But when Mike spots a penny, all bets are off. He knows that CC's has dropped 1 million pennies outside their restaurants. And winning pennies can get you free buffets. Because as the home of the Endless Pizza Buffet for $5 and change, CC's rewards those who value value. Mike Padilla, part-time computer genius, full-time penny picker-upper. Join Mike at viapennypickerupper.com. No purchase necessary. Redeemed by 6/30/09.
And now, the man who tries not to spread any STDs. Even so, he slept with every nook and cranny he could find.
Let me hit him.
Jeez, he'll close his eyes and poke anything with a hole. He's the man of all ladies' men. Ham Sandwich Man.
Yeah, don't worry about it, ladies and gentlemen. That bugs me as much or more as it does you.
Yeah.
That new open that we are forced to have to use for the very honorable Ham Sandwich Man. I must apologize to him first and foremost for that.
He was born in the bayou.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want to hear.
Hammy! Oh, does it even work now after all that?
Same old routine.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa now, whoa now, whoa now. Bam!
You nailed it after all this time.
He doesn't get affected by a lame new open.
He's an old pro.
He's an old veteran. Good morning, Hammy. What's up?
Well, I'm just out here this morning, 5150. You know how I do it in the sunshine. Got a little bit on deck. Still got my woman, my super fine, thick woman, still out there looking for King Dingaling. Also, I have another woman from another country on deck looking for another lesbian woman. Also, I'm very heated that I went to T-Town to the beatdown to go pick up 2 red bones last night, and it was nothing. And I have to take them back home, and I don't want to take them back home.
Yeah.
I'm much ready for them to catch the bus home this morning.
See, the Ham Sandwich Man is like a minimum of a 3-page Craigslist.
Not only that,
listing.
T-Man. This morning, also, I have to take a pit bull to the dog pound.
A pit bull
Also
to the
this
dog
morning.
pound. Now, is that code, or do you really have to take a pit bull to the dog pound?
I really have to take a pit bull.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe that was code for some kind of ham sandwich sexual act that only you could understand and would have to explain to us in more detail. But you really do have to take a pit bull to the dog pound.
Due to the due to the fact that it was a pit bull versus the mutt, and you know the story.
We probably could figure out how it turned out. I don't think much would be wagered at the backyard estate of Michael Vick on that one. Yeah, the pit bull usually comes out the victor in those confrontations.
And on the other end, I'm just trying to let these women know that, hey, I'm still out here. I'm still the same person.
But in 1 second, you were saying how you're more taken than ever before, how the ham sandwich is more tied down than at any point in our history with him. And yet, in another breath, you're trying to say, ladies, don't forget about me. I am ready and willing to travel and all this other stuff. So is it one more than the other? It can't really be both, Hammy, or can it?
Well, it can, because things are wiggity-washity around here sometimes.
Well,
but I really want these ladies to know that I am the ham sandwich man, and I am the most romantic man in the land.
Wow. Even though the intro doesn't say it anymore, he is the most romantic man in the land. And what are you doing to make sure you're still well-versed and up to speed on what is today's romance that women are looking for the clear-cut signals that they have, in fact, been romanced by not just you, but anyone out there? What are you doing better than anyone else?
Well, I'm not going to say what I'm doing better than anybody else, but I will.
Well, if you're the most romantic man in the land, you have to do it better than anyone else. So what are you putting out there? What are you offering to the ladies that make it clear to them that I have just been touched, I have been affected, I have been in the company of the most romantic man in the land? What specifically are you doing?
Well, T-Man, I played my part in what I'm going to do today. I'm still 6 foot tall. I'm still handsome. I wear shades. I got a low haircut. And today is a sunny day.
That sounds like the most romantic man in the land.
So when
my heart is just
I can't
taken.
argue with that. Yes.
Oh my goodness.
When I greet a woman today, it can be no more than whoa now, what's up, what's happening.
Okay, but as far as physical specifics, once you got past the whoa nows, once you got past the hey miss ladies, once you got them in under your ham sandwich spell, what are you physically doing to them? I guess I'm asking Hammy in a special roundabout way. What is your specialty? What are you throwing their way that they can't get on any other street corner? Literally. Come on, Hammy, don't be shy.
I'm throwing that smoke at them.
Let some of us in the slower lanes of society get a little bit of your wisdom, your knowledge. Give us a little breath of understanding of what you're tossing out there.
T-Man, well, to be
can't answer the question because he's got nothing.
Zero.
No,
He can't. I've asked him the question 6 different ways.
You have.
I have something.
You got nothing. I've asked you the question 9 different ways, and you've given me no answers.
That's because I can't quite give it to you, and I only can give it to you in a lie.
It's like Martha Stewart handing over her secret recipes. Is that what it is? It's like...
Are you calling him Martha Stewart?
He's the Martha Stewart of the romantic street walking world.
Okay.
And that's where he finds his romance. Don't take street walking too literally. He finds his romance on the real... He doesn't find it on the internet. He finds it on the real highways of America, not the super highways.
Or the Hershey.
Not the Hershey highways.
Well, see, man, a lot of the women that a lot of the women that I deal with, my romance comes real deal from the Mary Jane. If I have the Mary Jane in my
so now we're
possession-
getting somewhere. You offer him drugs.
Wow.
That's how he is the most romantic man in the land.
The worst move in the world.
An extra heaping tablespoon of marijuana, and he is the most romantic man in the land. So there's your secret recipe. There's your secret ingredient. It's very secret. He's the only one who has some.
Right in Seattle, the only guy.
Harry, you're not really offering some exclusive recipe or ingredient
that's
here.
what I'm saying. You don't need the exclusive. You don't need to be smart. You don't need
But
to be
you
wise.
need something. I'm now asking for the 573rd time. You need something that makes you stand out over the rest for you to really hold on to the title that you're trying to cling to of being the most romantic man in the land. What is it?
See, man, I ain't no trick and I ain't got no money, so that's out the picture. My smoothness and my handsomeness, that's all I need. Me personally, because this is me. That's all I need.
Yeah, well, that's all you need. I'm talking for the average woman out there that you're going to be brutally approaching later today in a very not-so-shy way. I'm just wondering why she would be enticed to be convinced that you're the most romantic man in the land, and you got nothing.
I got it, though.
Oh, jeez. It can't be. Apparently, it can't be put into words.
I guess not.
Is that what it comes down to, Hemi?
Certainly can be smoked.
You know.
All right. How is your child?
Yeah, your little girl. How is she?
How's your little baby girl? That's a product of being the most romantic man in the land.
Crap, I forgot I had one.
Marijuana is what it is.
Well, my baby's still kicking and she's still hollering, whine, you heard me. She's straight, she's copacetic. If something bad happened, I'm quite sure I'll be the first to know, and I guess that's about it on that end of the stick.
All right, that's the end of that discussion. How have the bust downs, the beat downs been over the past few weeks, because you've gone a few weeks without calling in?
Horrible, T-Man, horrible. Just horrible.
You're in a real slow, dry spot.
I'm talking about so slow, so dry, so dead. I am the home back wheel. I'm not getting no sex on home day Wednesday. Just
all right. Well, it's Thursday. The weather's been starting to come around now, and maybe it's been more of a situation that the weather over the past couple of months has been on the bad side. That's slowed you down. The humpback whale, now that the sun is starting to shine, is going to get his stride back. Is that what's missing, or what? Or what's causing the drought?
I'm hoping that it is the sunshine, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot more women tend to come out when there's sunshine, and they wear a little bit more or less clothes, and they like to show their apple bottom. So I'm hoping it is the sunshine.
Or maybe it's all about what the headlines speak of. It affects the ham sandwich man as well. The economy, the swine flu, things like this have the beat downs and the bust downs not as ready to go as maybe they were in past years. Maybe this is going to be a slow year for you, and you got to realize that you're just like any other business out there. Ham sandwich, no different than Microsoft, Starbucks, or IBM, and he's got to hunker down and deal with the recession.
True.
Are you having a recession, Hammy?
Whatever a recession is, I guess, it's slow business right now.
That is what a recession is.
The economy is pretty down between me and the women that I really, really like.
But your schlong is just as stout, and there's no reason the women should be shy.
Stout schlong.
Right?
Yes, correct. Very correct.
All right, well, we're letting the ladies know. You're not going to get any swine flu from Hammy. He has no sniffle. He's got no symptoms of anything. His schlong is just as stout, and he is going to take your mind off your problems as opposed to make you feel like you're in the midst of all the bad headlines that people have been reading. All right?
Right. As far as the swine thing, let the people know where, hey, 100, 200 people maybe have died from there, where, hey, there's millions or billions of people in the world. That's just a small section of people that has passed away from it. So don't get all uptight and all worried. That's just a little problem that's going on there, I think. That's what I think.
Well, the ham sandwich man is running. He's running for Surgeon General, Tari. He is running for the head of the Board of Health. And there's your official word. He is telling everyone to calm down, relax. The swine flu is a lot of hype.
Right. The reason why, before you let me go and before I let you go, the reason why I think is a bunch of hype. Check out this. What happened with SARS? What happened when 2010?
Well, SARS took pretty much the whole continent of Asia and turned it upside down, if you really want to get into it. I mean, it didn't.
Was in Canada, too. We beat it back.
It didn't really affect a lot of people here in the U.S. It did. It was devastating. If you really want to know the answer to that question, it was devastating to a lot of the Asian countries, though.
Okay, now tell me this. What happened when 2000 came, when they said it was going to be the end of the world?
Oh, Y2K? Now you got something.
Oh, jeez.
Now you got something that was a lot of hype and very little follow-through.
Don't you still have powdered steak in your garage that you bought from a guy who was selling food because of the end of the world?
Right.
I do have a couple of MREs, if that's what you're
That's
asking.
what I'm asking.
And you know what? I might actually start needing to use them if things keep going the way they are, finally.
Powdered Salisbury steak? That sounds good.
Although they've just gone bad. Anyway, Hammy, it's always a pleasure to check in with you.
For sure.
You sound as good as ever. I'm sorry that things have slowed down in your business world. Hopefully business will pick back up for the ham sandwich man.
So what's up with my 2 red bones I got?
Maybe you need to offer some more specials like a lot of the department stores are doing. Maybe you need some You know, like QFC has a card for their regular customers. Maybe you need something like that. Yes.
Well, why tell me this before I let you go, T-Man?
Yes.
Why do I have to have all the tools all the time? All the tools.
Is this a rhetorical question, or are you waiting for an answer?
I think he's waiting for
Both.
Because I don't really know if I understand the question. Why do you need to have all the tools all the time?
Meaning when I be dealing with these women,
Yes.
I have to provide everything.
Well, are you on the
all
streets
the
right
time.
now? Are you on the streets right now?
Pretty much I'm in the streets next to the house.
All right, are there any beatdowns or the bust downs within your sight range right now?
Yes, they are very in my sight.
All right, let's hear how the ham sandwich skills are sounding these days. Let's hear you live and in living, breathing, live color. Why don't you walk up to someone on the street and do what you do better than anyone?
Okay, now I understand what you're saying. Now, there's no women around, but I do have 2 women on deck that I went picked up from T-Town to the beatdown.
Oh, you got 2 women in a joint right now?
Those are the red bones.
Those are the red bones.
Oh, you got 2 red bones on staff right now?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't take you literally enough when you talking about these. So they're in the spot right now.
19 and 18. Hot mamas.
Sounds legal enough to me.
Yeah.
All right, so what do you need? What kind of questions you need? What do we need to talk about? And why are you still on the phone with me?
Oh.
Hammy. He's not on the phone with me anymore.
There you go.
Ask and you shall receive.
Okay.
They cut the line. All right, we want your wallet right now.
No, you don't.
And by the way, we're 16 and 17.
They don't want his wallet.
No.
Yeah, there's not much in this wallet.
They don't want it. They're going to pass.
Wow. Now, I never knew through the whole call he's saying he had 2 women flanking him the whole time?
Yeah, he said
But he said they
were
weren't
on.
any good, though. Didn't he? He said he picked up 2 girls from Tacoma, but he was out on them for some reason. I couldn't figure it out.
Okay.
Capri!
Hello?
What's up, real quick? I got Dumpy waiting. I got All the Way May waiting. I got John
All the
waiting.
way, May?
I got all the regulars from who knows how long back waiting. Yes?
Okay, well, basically, the swine flu is fake. It's got 3 different flus. It's like a cocktail of flus that's just been combined in a laboratory. If you really look into it, go to www.infowars.com, www.prisonplanet.com.
Why are you saying it really fast like you think I'm about to cut you off at any second?
Well, I
He's
don't know.
running down the
You cut people off. You start saying,
He's used to all the other radio shows he calls where people are like, get this crackpot off the air. I'm actually interested in what you have to say, to be honest. He's like,
So take a deep breath.
So who is this swine flu invented by if it's just a cocktail of other flus put together and put out there for a purpose?
It's invented by the government.
I see.
If you go back to 9/11, I mean, I don't know if you believe in 9/11, but it was fake. Anyone with, 2 eyes can know that's fake.
Oh, anyone with 2 eyes? Well, that excludes me, yeah.
People did lose family members, right? That wasn't fake?
Well, what about
no.
9/11 was
what I
fake?
mean by
It was
9/11
orchestrated
was
by
fake
the
is
U.S. government in your mind?
The U.S. government is the one who, planned 9/11, and they've done this before. If you look at Project Northwoods, type that into Google. They were talking about planning.
So Osama bin Laden is just on the U.S. government's payroll, and he's nothing more than a figure for us to see as the enemy when he really is in a conspiracy with the U.S. government. That's what your very disturbed mind is working on.
That is what I'm trying to say. And if you just look at it, I mean, Bayer was just caught putting AIDS virus into medicine for hemophiliacs. If you type in that into YouTube, type in Bayer and then type in AIDS, they've been caught.
Bayer, the aspirin maker?
Yes.
Yeah, they're putting out AIDS for all to enjoy?
Oh, cool.
Yeah, type that into YouTube. Type it into
What
YouTube.
would Bayer get out of spreading AIDS?
Yeah, because nobody's running to buy some
just
Bayer.
take 2 aspirin, you'll be cured.
Yeah.
Right.
What does Bayer get out of the AIDS spread?
It's best if you put it into YouTube and go.
No, I want you to answer. You seem to have all the conspiracy answers for me. Well, why would Bayer be interested in spreading AIDS?
Look,
they have nothing to gain.
Hey, look, here's the thing. I could give you all the answers. If you don't go out and find
I'm asking for not all the answers. I'm asking for one answer. You gave me a statement about Bayer.
When you want to reduce the population of the world by 90%, and that's what some of these guys like Henry Kissinger and Ted Turner. Type in Ted Turner, the owner of Time Warner. Has
typing in
he just wants to put out workout videos with his wife, or what used to be his ex-wife. Why would Bayer want to reduce the population of the United States by 90%? That's less customers to buy their aspirin.
It's not 90% in the United States. It's 90% in the whole world.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Why would... Oh, geez. I can't believe I'm still asking this question. Why would Bayer be inspired to wipe out 90% of the population?
because the government's been trying to do this. I mean,
Oh, so it's not Bayer, it's the government again.
If the World Bank gives out loans on the basis of population control, if you look at Nigeria right now, Nigeria doesn't have its. I mean, the people don't even get their own oil.
How old are you, dude? That you're
Type
this,
it in.
This.
I just turned 21. I go to the University of Washington. I'm really educated. I'm not some idiot that just makes up a bunch of crap.
No,
I read documents and I do this. If you go to
The most insane people are usually very educated, but I mean, for you, in 1 minute to say it's Bayer, the company wanting to wipe out the planet, and then when you're pressed on it, you go back to saying, well, Bayer's just a pawn in the government scheme. I mean, you don't even know what your platform is in your hysteria.
I know what my platform is. I know that it's just a bunch of corporations are just, the majority of the large corporations are just, pawns in the government scheme. If you look at the economy,
that was my line, but
then all you have this swine flu breakout. The swine flu is 3 flus. If you really look it up online and you ask, the main media even let this out, the bird flu, the swine flu, and a European flu. It's a common cold. All 3 have been combined. It's like a cocktail. If you go online and look this information up, then maybe you wouldn't act like the way you do.
Have
maybe
your professors... Hey, how am I acting? I'm giving you the time to say all you want to say. I'm probably the only one. Have your professors shown any concern as it pertains to you in your classes? Have they, behind your back, maybe orchestrated a couple of files on you that you're worried about at UW or no?
This is what I found. People right now have been more open to my information and to other people's information. I just really got introduced to this not too long ago, and then I went crazy in finding information for myself. If you really sit down and look at all the facts, Project Northwoods,
Yeah, but that's not what I asked. I asked, when you go to class on campus of the University of Washington, do you notice that maybe your professors have shown a bit of concern as it pertains to you, and maybe started...
No, I usually don't even have to talk to my professors about it. I mean,
so you don't say much in class?
No, I do say.
You save it for me.
Oh, it's a quiet one you got to watch.
No, I act like a normal person. I don't sit there saying...
You act like a normal person. You wouldn't let on that you feel this way in your class because you'd be concerned as to what they start talking about behind your back.
When I go to class, I pay for school, so I rather, study for what they want me to study about.
But you have nothing to learn. You have all the answers already. Why even bothering going to class at UW?
No, I have a lot to learn. Humans can learn all the time. You can't just stop learning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's my,
But you're ahead of the curve with all these theories that you got down that the rest of the world has to have their eyes open to, right?
They're not theories. It's really not conspiracy theories.
Oh, you don't even want to...
Look at the facts. If you look at the facts, and you just go onto YouTube and play this video for your listeners, where this guy, he comes on and says, Bayer, when they 100% absolutely knew that they had AIDS in their in this medicine that they made for hemophiliacs, they spread it all across Africa and in Europe. So, please...
Hey, Dumpy, you want to talk to this guy?
Oh, jeez.
Hey, Dumpy.
Yeah. What's up?
You have anything to say to this guy?
Yeah, go to www.imadumbass.com.
Wow.
What a freaking idiot, man. He's the next Columbine killer right there.
No, I'm not the Columbine killer. Thanks for calling me the Columbine killer. That's
not a problem. Anytime. Come on down to Tacoma and I'll say it right to your face.
Okay, if someone gives you information and they're trying to explain something to you, don't you think it's funny how, the economy collapses and then all of a sudden swine flu comes out? Hey, what's the swine flu here? The dumbass. You're the dumbass. So you couldn't open your eyes for anything. You probably get no pussy, and then all you had to do is sit on the radio and talk to
get no pussy?
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, well, he hung up on Dumpy.
This is a big what?
Well, if he is an ex-Columbine killer, you may not want to piss him off, Dumpy.
Well, come on down. I got guns, too.
Oh,
Whoa.
Okay, yeah. Forgot.
Yeah, Dumpy's probably not the guy you want to piss off these days anymore than the caller, but it would have been quite the war, actually.
Sounds like someone just rented the WTO movie, huh? Holy crap.
He told Dumpy he probably doesn't get any pussy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Obviously, he ain't watching Tari Cam.
Oh, you do that on Tari Cam? Hold on.
No.
So what's cracking, dude?
Hey, not much, Dumpy. How are you?
That guy has you thinking now, doesn't he? Look at you. You're thinking.
Let me think.
I'm looking at blue sky. I'm about to take a nap and hook up the Sea-Doo and go to the lake.
It's so beautiful out. I can't wait to take a nap.
I'm going to hook up the Sea-Doo and go to the lake.
It's too early and it's too cold to go out right now, so give me about 12, 1 o'clock. I'll be hammering down.
It'll be cold at 1 o'clock, too.
And is John working to any of your plans today?
I'm going to go out and enjoy the sunshine. And I agree. If he was so educated, I go to the University of Washington. Well, why couldn't he explain exactly what the swine flu is
Exactly.
then? Freaking idiot. How you doing, Dumpy? Good morning.
Does all the way May work into this party line situation? May?
Yes.
Where have you been?
Yeah.
Hi,
Hi, May.
Oh, jeez.
Take him off of.
No, he's gonna.
I'm talking to listen to John.
come-
Yeah, baby. Hey, what are you doing later?
What have you been up to, May? Say hi to Dumpy and John. You're on a party line right now.